I was like, I didn't. For a second, I actually forgot to do everything. I just hit go live. I was out to have a crash out or something like that. Anyway, hey, what's up? What's going on? Papa. I should actually, yeah. I kinda forgot to open stuff, tools, scripts, reset, start. Amazing. Uh, I have craziness on my blood. No, I want to make the world a better place. No, well, this is what's a musical stream. Okay, there we go. Amazing. What? When did you make the switch to variety tour? I was always variety. I have always been variety. I became variety since I was born. I was variety. I don't know. Let me actually give you an answer. I think being honest, it's something along the lines of no, wait. Wait a second. Wait a second. There we go. I forgot to turn that arrow around. What I was saying? Yeah. It's more a question of I should actually have been capable of always doing. I always wanted to do to some degree variety. The reality is the activity that we perform itself doesn't actually matter that much. It's more, yeah, I find myself entertained doing something while also speaking. So that's why we play things. It's like I like talking, but I also have way too much of a hard time only speaking. So I prefer to talk while playing something, anything. If it was for me, we would even play something like Minesweeper. If we didn't have anything else, we would probably play Minesweeper or something like that. Wait, I announced this, so I can close this. Minesweeper is waste. I kinda like it. I learned way too late how to play the game. It was amazing. I learned how to actually play Minesweeper like, I don't know, 5 years ago, let's say, probably a little bit before that. Huh? Playing logic number puzzles than playing anything else. Yeah. I like them too. But okay, having to be honest, there is also a degree of I don't like to have to pay too much attention to games. I don't know. For example, somebody recommended to me something like what was it? Talos Principle. Those kind of games. I personally like them. I don't know if I would play them here. They require way too much attention in themselves. So I will probably not do that. I like to talk while doing something else. Looks badass, yeah. If you have gotten the opportunity to play it a little bit, it's quite amazing. Stream the Witness? I already played it. I think I did like 70% of the Witness. I gave up on it when you have to backtrack around the island. I remember I got to the part to which you have the moment of realization of wow, even the environment has puzzles. That was the moment in which, not that point, when you have to go around the island and point the lasers at the tower. All except 2 panel puzzles go. It's good. I should actually play it. Also, I think I don't have it. So how did I play it? Great question. We're not going to answer that question. We are not going to answer that question. Environment puzzles are fucking hard. Yeah, some of them are kinda hard. Some of them are not all that hard. The issue is, you're not perfectly placed. You're not exactly in the pixel that I designed. So you don't get to complete the puzzle. Fuck you, brother. Thank you, but fuck you. Uh, they are more intuition than logic. It's too much of a leap. Yeah, yeah, basically. Also, also real and based. But we like what's the name of the developer? Some Jonathan Blow. Yeah, it is indeed Jonathan Blow. I knew it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. Wait, don't open the game yet. I am getting struck by anxiety or something like that. Um, Stream. Okay. I need 1 minute. I need 1 minute. We are going to try to finish the game. I hope we do. Eh? He's what? So based. Broke my phone like that. Ah, he's my inspiration as a game developer. I wanna be as pretentious as him. He's good. Did he have something in development like what was it? A handheld console? Soulja Boy would be friends? Nah, one of them is more like a scammer. The other one is just a visionary slash schizophrenic person who has enough attention in terms of oh yeah, you're actually mentally ill. The other is like no, you know, I want the money. People buy my copy my copied version of this popular console, handheld console, and give me your cash. The other one is you don't understand it. The medium is fantastic. Art. Video games are art. You needed to see them by yourself. It's so visionary. I guarantee. Yeah. Also, can I fucking add schizo somehow? I'm going to lose my mind if I have to enable every single message that contains. Let me see. Ah, allow slash allow no mod no. How do you ban? No. How do you allow a word? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Also, I never checked the audio. I hope it's good. We are going to trust that it's good. To permitted terms. What? Permitted? No. You can't access that with any command. You have to go somewhere. Moderation. Settings. Let's see. Moderation. User. iLoad tupo. Moderation. Settings. Loading. Why is it loading so long? What the fuck? What are you doing? Twitch? Dashboard? What's up with that? Why is it still loading? Oh my god. I'm about to blow up. Ah. Okay. Thank you, Chin. Don't worry. I also wanted to go to take an idle break before starting, but didn't want to. Okay. Message filtering. Advanced settings. Test. No. Permitted. Enter a word. Schizo. Ah, there we go. We are it. So, before I actually start again, let me be clear. No. let me take an idle break. Thank you. I should have done that while we were waiting. I didn't. So fine. What? ¿Cómo hacer el apóstrofe o comillas simples en el teclado? Sotro. What did I say? Yeah, I wanted to actually check. No, it's true. We trust Sin. So, let me anyways open this. Internet has worked well today. I don't know today. I don't think so today. I actually don't think it has worked well today. Shut up, brother. Thank you. Now, desktop audio and this scene transition. It should automatically capture the game. Also, wait. Give me a second. I have to mute myself and activate the sound here just in case. There we go. Amazing. There are issues? What? Why are there issues? Why is Twitch saying that it's all fun? Doesn't matter. On my end, I see no problem. So we are going to assume that sometimes Twitch is faulty. I have no clue. Open the game. Play. Yes. Play exclamation mark. And is it showing? Do I have to switch something or is it instantaneously showing? No, it is showing. Amazing. When things work and I don't have to do anything about it. So, well, please, today we have to finish this. I beg you, man. I beg you, brother. So, I don't know. This has been. I never expected this to be so long. Not even Half-Life took that much, and even that game is like long. Is it long? No, it's actually like incredibly short compared to this. I guess probably I never thought about that. Probably the issue is me like being bad at the game, or the reality is I should stop imposing onto myself. Oh no, yeah, you know what? We have to do a compost. The challenge is we win by being capable of defeating enemies before they get to attack me and whatnot. So if that rule didn't exist, this will be like 10 times easier. And we wouldn't be suffering. But I chose to torture myself like that. So it's server. Anyway. Also, nothing related at all. Good evening. I didn't say that. I kinda forgot. I kinda directly jumped onto the game. I want to try and finish it as fast as possible, and I don't know, I didn't do any off-camera or anything. I thought about doing it. I didn't use the PC like at all, so it's nice to see that, to do that. I would actually, I don't know, is it a recommender? Is it something to say that it's good? I don't think so. It's just my custom. But yeah, point being, there is no point so far. It has been so crazy, man. Life and logistics, all of it's adventurous. So much stuff going on, so many things happening all at once. It's nice, but at the same time, it's kinda crazy. I don't know. I was thinking about it. I don't actually remember. Today, yesterday, we didn't do like a proper quick summary or what is it? Remembrance? No. What's the proper word? The proper term? The thing that you do when you look back on what happened on during the year, you know, that thing. We should have done that. No, we don't actually need to do that. At least not right now. It's not so necessary. We are not on New Year's Eve, nor even less on New Year, so it's not actually necessary. We will get to do that later on, and at the same time, we'll already do that. Like, I think personally, I am somebody who mentions way too much everything that has happened and things that are planned ahead, so I guess probably people can get more than enough of a taste of that kind of experience, I guess, throughout most streams. So to say, oh yeah, today we're going to focus on that, I think it's just more of the same. In terms of, it always happens. It's like, in a way, this has become self-referential. I hope not, but this does depend a lot on accumulated knowledge of, oh yeah, last stream. Unavoidably, for example, any kind of gameplay, so to speak, does imply that you have watched what happened before so that you can actually understand what's going on. The average person, perhaps, the outstander, the passing by person who doesn't have the previous knowledge, let's say, doesn't understand why the fuck are we grinding, or why are we doing this instead of like fighting enemies. The mechanic is, well, you do that so that you level up. Simple enough. And things of that sort are always present, but that's common to all games, not particularly to the stream, so I don't actually have that much of a control over that. Anyway, point being, that's what I was thinking out in terms of, oh wow, it hasn't happened, doesn't need to actually happen, so it's good. I can say I'm content enough with the reality that we got to at all do this, and yeah, I don't know, to some degree I would have to accept I wasn't actually expecting that many issues, but at the same time, once some of them start appearing, I sort of tend, I guess I am to some degree quite negative, and I was starting to bias myself towards the negativity of, oh no, yeah, it's going to be impossible to stream at all this summer because of the previous issues. How much? Like 2 or 3 weeks ago, which thank God haven't become that much of a norm. And also some adaptations in the process so that it doesn't happen anyways, as much at least. But yeah, that's part of the experience, part of the progression is, and it's good. Point being, we haven't had that many roles, so that this particular kind of, in this case, let's say, how do you even call it? Why do I struggle so much with that? Is it let's play, gameplay? Once again, it's not a walkthrough, but it's something. Long play, whatever it is. Playing video game on stream. The thing is, it hasn't taken as long, unavoidably, though. It did take like one extra stream at this point, because in reality, yeah, the first time that it started to try and happen, it already crashed. So I think we only got to grind like 1 hour, 1.5 hours or so. Not much basically, but yeah. Now, at least we are going to finish it, so that's good. And I don't know, besides that, not much else. I guess we're going to see. I should also probably like, I have been thinking more and more and more. It's like the build up between, mix up between anticipation, desire, and interest in actually doing it. Like, I guess to some degree, any kind of decision relies far more on, well, on the capacity to actually find it meaningful to do, in terms of, okay, I can find how useful it will be for me to engage in the activity, and to keep justifying it to the degree to which you end up unavoidably taking the decision to do the thing which you are thinking about. That being said, yeah, I haven't tried to think about it as hard as I can in terms of, oh yeah, what if I actually try to record something? I still hate the concept of having to learn how to edit, but I think it makes enough sense. I don't know, it's something, how do you actually describe it? It's something along the lines of, perhaps you find things that you want to do, and you just convince yourself, you psych yourself up enough with enough multiple reasons and points of view so that it makes sense from all points, and you understand that unavoidably just like anyone else. You put up excuses to avoid doing the thing that you are thinking about, then you progress on the act of realizing and making it come forward. And in this case, yeah, I guess we should actually try to, I should actually try to make something of that sort come alive. But I know, I have already said, I hate the concept of knowing, learning how to edit. It's sometimes, I guess, living in this economy. let me blame capitalism. Living in this world is quite useful because it shows you that sometimes you can rely on others. You don't have to actually do things by yourself. You possess that thing which is called money, so that you can exchange that for the time of others, so that they do what you're not entirely willing to do, or you know that will take you perhaps even longer than what the money representative of that amount of time will be, because you can simply exchange, I don't know, a little bit of cash, quote unquote, a little bit, for the sake of not having to spend your time instead. Does that actually justify it? Am I a person? No. It's far better to actually learn to do things by oneself instead of saying, oh no, yeah, you know what, today I'm going to completely abandon my interest in doing things and getting better myself at what I want to do. There are some things and some occasions in which that is justified, but yeah, in this case, it isn't. I am just trying to make a reason to not do it. It's like, oh no, yeah, but you know, what a wonderful argument. Yeah, I know. What's the expression? The like Italian expression of if my mother was about? No, if my mother had, I can't remember it. But yeah, it's if my grandma had some tires, she would be a bike, you know? It's like, no, it doesn't matter. In a hypothetical, it could work, but yeah, unavoidably, we don't live in a hypothetical world, we live in reality, so you do whatever you can with whatever you have at hand. In this case, we have to learn, we have to do our best and make sure that even if it seems somewhat annoying, you just power through and make sure that you understand, and that's it. The thing becomes possible to do, even if it feels not so great. It's better to deal with that sensation than to not do anything at all, I guess. But yeah, point being, at some point in this summer for me, like winter for the average person, I don't know. Let's say, okay, in the next 6 months, holy shit, 3 months, yeah, you should actually expect something to come out in terms of an offline day. The issue is, okay, having to be honest about it, it's so interesting to realize once you accept that you're going to try to do something, you realize that you do have. It's way too abstract what I'm trying to say, but bear with me. Most people, let me reorganize it, most people possess the capacity to do the activities that they want. The issue is to gather enough will to actually perform them. But once any person gathers sufficient enough will to try and do the thing that they are thinking about, it reaches a point in which you actually move on to the phase of, okay, let's start organizing myself in terms of what is it that I'm going to do. I know I can't do stuff, therefore what is it that I will do, so that it does find itself justified and I don't just think about doing something without actually possessing a clue about what is it that I will in itself do. I will just wander around and suffer in the what is it, struggle of finding myself in a mental blockage of, oh yeah, I want to do something, but I have no clue what I want to do. Like, what will be a good example? I want to play something, I don't have a clue what I want to play. That's an incredibly simple example. You can have something that you want to do. The issue is you have to find out what you want to do. Okay, being at that stage is difficult. And the problem is also, yeah, wait, what? Fuck, give me a second, what? Also, welcome, Flower. What are you looking for in-game? What am I looking for? I am looking for more damage. Enough? We have 4 million, so we need like... How much do we need? I don't actually know. I just instantly got in and I said, yeah, time to train. I don't even know how much we need to train, actually. I guess we need like... How much? Let me actually check. A new game? So should I fit? Ah, yeah, okay. Give me a second then. Let me explain again. The idea is you have stuff that you want to do. The issue is you don't actually know what you want to do. The example that I was using in this case is you know that you want to play a game. The issue is you don't actually know which game you want to play. You just know that you have the sensation of wanting to play anything. But special, amazing. I didn't have enough damage, not even close. But I love. Wait, what? Inventory. Increased. Amazing. More special chance. Sorry, I was saying. I was saying, yeah. You have things that you want to do. The issue is you have to. Once you understand that you want to do something, the phase of I have to identify what is it that I want to do comes live. And I am in that stage myself, not out playing something, but rather in the concept of I want to try and record something. And I think that's a problem. Even more, I can identify it also from the particular area of there is a degree of I do feel like doing things is in itself an interesting idea, but the issue is amazing. There are so many different things that could be done which do require some degree of effort, and the performance of them also requires not just I'm going to accept this actually. The performance of the thing which you want to do also implies that you're going to be capable of doing it. And the issue is being in that the whole Dunning-Kruger graphic, you know, I find myself like here at the pinnacle when I am probably like down here. But it's part of the process. It's better to be like delusional than to just simply say, oh no, I'm so bad. Or that's my justification. Perhaps it's not good to be delusional. But yeah, that's the concept basically. I am thinking about doing something, in this case, recording something. Not recording, not just recording it. I have an idea. I have way too many ideas actually. The issue is which one of them works. But I needed to define myself. But that is life to some degree. You just find things that you want to do and you define what is it that you will do exactly in terms of your efforts and your analysis. Part of being, part of existing. So, yeah. Also, I heard the karaoke. It was very good. What am I talking about? Flower was singing karaoke. It was very good. That is like a footnote there. But yeah, that's you see, that's a good example of somebody doing something that they wanted to do. You know, that's an incredible example actually. But yeah, point being, at some point I guess, yeah. In the next, I said before, in the next 3 months or so, something is going to be recorded. I'm pretty sure I know I will do it. Issue is I don't know exactly what so far. So I don't have enough damage like at all. Hate this. Also, we are in a point in which I need to train way too much, and I don't want to do that. I certainly don't want to do that. Let's just try to move past this game. At this point, I'm more than willing actually to give up if I see that some bosses become way too strong. It's hard to say, yeah, let's give up on the challenge. I don't know. It's not like anything is actually on the line, but at the same time, you know, we are going to be spending with one more, if it needs even more grinding, 6 streams. I'm going to lose my mind. I also suffer from ADHD, brother. I suffer picturing it myself being so long here. It's for the love of God, don't spend so much time in this game, man. It's fine. Sometimes it's a tactical retreat. We are not forced to finish this. Or not to do it exactly in the way of, oh yeah, you know what, let's make sure that we finish, that we finish it in, holy. You see, I cannot train for 13 million damage, I only have 4 right now. I will need to train, oh my god, I'm not going to train for this. We have to trust the process. We have to trust incredibly hard. Oh my god. What the god. Give me opportunist. Give me an no. You didn't give me an opportunist. Okay. So far, we are not that far away. We can simply re-roll this boss until it works. Christmas, campfire, cracking? What? Wait, that's my... okay. 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 I was like, what are we talking about? I don't know, yeah. I like when the game has Christmas music out of nowhere. For the love of God. Shut up, I want to kill you. Super special. Okay. We need one opportunist. Yeah! We did it. Team, we won. Okay. One boss less. It's done. You RNC blessed. Amazing. Wonderful. Not having to grind. I am all in for that. A super rare shell from Hardwind's grandma. Exactly like me. Also, what? Shut up. Tavern, this guy. What's up? Oops. Oh my. Oh. You have got the 4 super treasures indeed. Nothing can stop us now. What did they do? Duh. Those are super treasures, you silly. They obviously have amazing powers, which means we can finally go save my Wendy and save everyone from the witch's evil spell. She hides in her stupid tower in this stupid land. She will finally pay for being so mean. Yeah, go. Okay, there we go. I'm not going to scream. The Witch, Chapter 5. Final chapter of the game. We have 15 more encounters. We can do them. Are they 15? I hope they are only 15. Let's see what is the actual level of the enemy so far. They are already outscaling the last ones. I like that. I like how incredibly hard they are already. Oh my god, it's 7 million HP was. But probably we won. We did it. First encounter is done. Okay. This is amazing. This is it. We only need to probably train luck. Luck? What's... It's not luck. Critical chance. Acidity. Okay. We only need to train acidity. That way we can beat this game in a timely manner. I don't have to grind so hard. But yeah. Anyway, besides, the point is has already been stated. If things don't go our way, we're going to have to grind. Besides that, I actually just remembered I have another game that I wanted to play. I finally remember that. Why do people not know about so many games? How come there are so many new releases every single day, but some absolute classics have gone completely unnoticed? Also, no special. It's actually. I'm going to get killed if I don't shut up. My bad. Give me a second. I have to calm down. We have to be calm and collected. Proper. I was saying, okay, I have a game. I have a new game in mind. The concept is, this one is about bikes. No, it actually is about bikes. There is something funny that happens with the English language. I don't know why you people don't utilize motorbike. You only say bike when you're referring to motorbikes. So yeah, I'm not talking about motorbikes. I'm actually talking about bikes. Bike, not motorbike. There is a game about bikes. And it's amazing actually. We are going to be playing that. I forgot that I had it even ready. I probably, being honest here, no, I remember why. I decided to wait. We have to wait to play that game actually. I was waiting on having like a working, what is it? A controller. It's kinda painful to play PlayStation games with a mouse. You can kinda feel when the games are not made for that. So it kinda becomes an annoyance when you try to play the game and you actually find out that it's sort of way too complicated to do it. Not because it truly is impossible, but just because it takes way too long. At least that's what I feel like. But yeah, that's what do we do until then? We dedicate simply to chatting and whatnot, I guess? Probably? I will have to purely talking. But we can wait. We can wait for a little bit. I have to check with other things to see when are we going to actually do the, what's the concept? The mass? No. When we are going to go out and buy stuff so that we can finally get my controller also. Yeah, that's the next step in terms of what we're going to be playing. That's defined then. Probably not. Probably I'm going to give in and play something in the meanwhile. Because if I have to wait more than a week, I am going to lose my mind. Anyway, point being, we have a hope in the future. And besides that, let me actually say something. I was thinking about it. I read like a meme, and I have an opinion. I have an opinion on something. I read there is this meme of, what was it? New fourth person has been unlocked. It isn't really a fourth person, a new fourth person in terms of, oh yeah, the fourth person. Is it a genre, a way of referring to things? I don't actually remember what's the proper category. It's simply the fourth person as a conceptual thing to which you refer to. And what's that? If you have seen the meme, perhaps, the concept is chat. When people say chat, it's as simple as that. It's the concept of expressing yourself with chat are we cooked and such expressions makes usage of that fourth person. Is it truly? To some degree, it does make sense that we have finally reached a point in which we can actually express ourselves in terms of discourses and whatnot, and be capable of analyzing that. Yeah, we do have things that refer to that fourth person which is observing, but to some degree, chat isn't the first one. We always have had things like viewers, particularly referring to broadcasters and such. They know that they have viewers, somebody who's doing a live show in terms of the people who are in the TV, you know, those who are the older medium and such. They also have that fourth person. It's not like we actually, oh wow, Twitch made it, created a chat, and in terms of, oh yeah, it's the first of its kind. We always had something like that before. The issue is, I guess, it didn't become as normal to use it in other cases, in other spaces. Now, it somehow became a more... It isn't even used for real. People do understand that it is a meme to say something like, chat, are we cooked? Even if you're unavoidably alone by yourself, or in a situation in which there is nobody live streaming and the expression gets utilized to signify, oh yeah, this thing is incredibly complicated. It's not like we are truly making usage of such expressions for the sake of thinking about the notion of, oh yeah, you know what, this particular thing does work for that and only that. It always did exist, and even now, in the way in which the form that it possesses right now isn't serious. We are not... You don't have a normal conversation with somebody and sleeping the word chat. It's not like an actual normal thing, like, oh yeah, me and... even in our space, in many cases, in the conversation between different streamers, so to speak, the notion of a chat is not as present. Sometimes you can find that existing. Unavoidably, the more you go into the analysis of what is the situations that pertain to the activity that they perform themselves, but once again, that doesn't make the expression, oh yeah, chat as the fourth person be the only one of its kind. I'm actually forgetting because I am trying to pay attention to the game, but it's not just that's the word audience. The word audience, which is also used by television channels and broadcasters and such, and the audience ratings and such. That expression, which has been used since long time ago, also plays the same role. And when said things are used, they are not used to truly invoke something new. It's... I don't know, I guess it's weird. Probably... Is there a conclusion? Yeah. We did have basically always, or not always, we had things that refer to that conceptual fourth person. Also, I just realized I never fucking explained what the fuck is a fourth person. Fourth person is basically that, just like the fourth wall implies that there is a viewer, and once you break the fourth wall is the moment in which you finally acknowledge and sort of play with the notion of, okay, we exist inside this medium, which in a way it already is kind of impossible to do. We already here are, both you and me, aware that this is extreme. It's not like, oh wow, yeah, I exist only in the medium of doing this entirely for myself, and somehow it happens that somebody else hears this. No, it already is being created with the notion that it is being transmitted to another human being. There is not as much of a fourth wall. Perhaps to some degree the fourth wall does exist, pertaining particularly to the more private aspects, which are dependent not particularly on the stream, but rather on the whole condition of internet and such, and the anonymity that we possess being behind the characters. But the notion is, once you find the fourth wall, you can also start to utilize terms such as, in this case, I was saying, that to refer to the fourth person, so that you can in some way illustrate, oh yeah, we are talking to that class of thing, of object that does exist outside the direct observation of ours, which, yeah, it's like, I don't know, you could even, it's a difficult conversation, perhaps you could even use things like the big brother to refer to the fourth person. Things like that will probably also qualify as fourth person. You just have to, it just needs to actually get measured. The issue is, we didn't ever try to come to a proper consensus about that notion. Out of nowhere, that cool, what am I trying to reference? I guess, I don't even know what it was. I think it was people of letters, in terms of, oh yeah, linguists and such, that tried to analyze the concept of said fourth person and the appearance of chat in the normal discourse. But once again, there are many other instances of that. It's not like, oh wow, now, just now in the 21st century it has appeared. It always was present, but we never had as much of an awareness of it, because we never created particularly the fourth person category to refer to the things and to refer to the notion of what you're referring to when you utilize such words. I don't know, it's like, let's say like this, newer iterations of the older types of persons that were also created, which to some degree also existed before, but weren't, once again, just not as recognized or not as widely used, but which were already present in the possible discourse. It's not like, oh wow, we have truly created something entirely new. It was already there, we just never took the time to try to classify it like we did now. But that was the thing that I realized. It was like, wow, we haven't really done that much of a... It's not that we didn't do a good show, we didn't create anything new, simple as that. And yeah, that's my contribution to the discussion. Thank you very much. Bye! I missed. No, don't worry. Also, yeah, thankfully enough, this game does give you wow, enough rewards so that you do level up a lot faster the more you grind. Thankfully enough, we're already getting like 2300 strength points or melee points every single mission that gets completed, and it only is going to go even higher, so that's amazing. But it's going to be a kind of a pain anyways to reach. How much? I don't even know. I kinda gave up because to some degree, yeah, we're already starting to find some hiccups in the way. Probably with like 2 or 3 more missions done, we're gonna be good once again, I hope. The issue is, every single time I get to the 40 combo mission, I struggle for 20 minutes in a row. Because in a way, the timing is the hardest part actually. 40-star combo is kinda impossible for me personally, but yeah, we can do it. It's just a matter of patience. Just like this entire game. Okay, we're almost there. Halfway there. 3/4 there. Okay, there it is, done. Amazing. And now we don't have to increase stat 37 times. I decided to skip you. I am going to actually skip you. Stats. 13,000 points. I love having to click every single time there is no hotkey to actually dump the 10,000 plus points. I have to click every single one of them. Not every single one, but every 163 of them. Wonderful. Okay, we have 5 million damage. Where can that go? Now the issue is, I think we need to... Here, let me see. Market, what do we have? Dragon ring. What was this? No, this was bow, yeah. Mosquito, this was venom. Blessed crystal. This might help you when you get in trouble. What is this? Wearing golden embroidery isn't required to cast fireballs, but it might help you feel superior to your peers. What? Inventory. Chance to gain reason when low life. Okay. Understandable. From that description, absolutely understandable. Clear. Mosquito ring. So, can we progress on this story? The red strings, or something like that. Yeah, the red stings. Mostingo! Wow. My favorite. Mostingo. A Mostigo and a Turgon. Also, yeah, I don't know. Besides that, I have no clue. I haven't tried to take things slowly, so excuse me for not having that much to actually say, in a way. What the fuck? So many enemies. Also, we want to grant enemies. We don't want to spend 7 hours here. And yeah, trust me that we don't. Heresy? What? Heresy hunters. Okay. Shut up. At this point, I don't even care about the story. Go ahead. Born the heretics. So true, brother. But yeah, I was like, yeah, I was like, I didn't react in time to that at all. Yeah, it was the game itself which did it. I think I have like one passive that does that, thankfully enough, so I have to go out of my way to actually try to dodge stuff sometimes. Most of the time I actually need to, but that was the one lucky time. But yeah, I was saying, oh no, Silent Garden, wow. What's... I think... I have so many things going on, it's... I kinda came way too late to stream, but I am not sorry. The point is, I don't know, yeah. It's... To some degree, it's always a strange, I guess, conversations we try to have. The whole concept of, oh yeah, it's better to be late than to not be there at all. I don't know, bro. I feel like to some degree it's actually an excuse. Sometimes I do like when things get to be orderly done. I don't feel bad if somebody actually gets to be there in time or decides to skip. Personally, perhaps that's more in accordance to my particular mode of operation, not with what actually works. Maybe that's why I feel like it is justified in a way. Also, okay, we can do this. I just have to not use the skill earlier. But I don't know. Point is, anyway, at least we're going to finish this today. No, I also do not want to keep delaying this game to some degree. I already said, I feel bad already by having to be here for so incredibly no special, bruh. For so long, I do actually suffer quite a lot with the whole idea of let's spend 20 streams doing the same game. Being somebody who does unavoidably also consume streams, I find it quite a not horrible, but it's something that brings me some degree of pain, mental pain, to see somebody 20 streams in a row, a completely niche game, even if it is my Oshi, I say, oh no, wow, yet another one, amazing, surprising enough, even more of that. It's like, I feel like, to some degree, the function is, shut up, bro. The function is, we should try to make sure that it doesn't overextend it, or what's overstays its welcome. You know, that expression also kinda works well here, because it feels like that. And I don't know, people will say, but that's kinda too much. Perhaps it's not. Perhaps sometimes we get too lenient with things that shouldn't need to be completely pardoned at all. It's like, I'm not the one who does deserve to criticize anything at all. I am not in that position, but on a really some degree, it does feel like in many instances we forget at all that we possess the right to express ourselves in accordance with things, and even more, even if there is some degree of a norm that every one of us could follow, it doesn't imply that it is an obligation for us to do so. When it is a possibility for us to try to do our best by ourselves, it's not so necessary to try and simply follow what has already been stated before without trying to bring anything new to the table. It's easier and more useful for a personal degree of satisfaction to try and do what works best for us, not to simply follow the commandments of others, so to speak. Even more, because once again, in this case, it's not so necessary. I like playing games, and I do like to play variety myself. In terms of, oh yeah, I love to play multiple games. I don't stay with one game for thousands upon thousands of hours. I guess, to some degree, a consequence of the modern times is that because we have far more access to a wider variety than ever before of media, it does make sense to try to also comply in a way and make sure that we get ourselves to enjoy state variety. It's not so crazy to think that, yeah, you know what, I am trying to make some degree of effort to let, as much as I want to experience them myself, or as equally, no, it's the same expression, just like I want to experience them myself, I also want to make that happen in places like this one. It's a simple reflection of what happens offline, so to speak. It's not so necessary for us to be, I don't know, 50 hours grinding one game. Not, I guess there could be some games that are that good, but I don't know, this one, no, that isn't that good. There are some good aspects to it, but it no way it is a 50-hour grind game. And I don't know, on a different level, I guess. Personally speaking, that's a far more distant critique. Even some AAA games I wouldn't call worthy of those 50 hours of grind. Like, I don't know, I tried. I remember it's an example. It's an example. I tried to play Monster Hunter. I kinda lost my mind. There are some games that are way too slow. That expression of the game gets better after 20 hours, I kinda haven't decided that it isn't as true. Personally, I don't like it that much. So yeah, I sometimes like the game. Not because it takes 50 hours to get to the best part, but because it is good by itself. And I don't know, I feel like, in a way, we have become way too lenient with what we play to say, oh yeah, you know what, let's grind enough. Just so that it gets good. The experience should be good no matter what. We shouldn't be forcing ourselves to suffer before we actually find a good point. If the point of the game is to suffer, it is better to suffer the entire game, not to find moments of, oh yeah, you know what? there is no more grind at all. This entire game, for example, is predicated in the premise of you have to grind to actually get anywhere. You can't just buy better equipment and win. You have to unavoidably grind. And in this particular situation, we also have somebody who is way too... What's the... I'm actually trying to find the word. Way too obtuse to actually try to change the method which he utilizes to play. That's why we have been going forward with let's try to not struggle against what we are fighting. But otherwise, even that wouldn't be so much of an issue. And otherwise that wouldn't be so much of a problem for us. But yeah, I don't know, it's just about having enough time and enough interest in whatever it is that you... At some point, I guess, I have to accept, yeah, it is my personal view on how you enjoy games and how you play. I do like the whole concept of playing things and playing as much variety as I can. I don't know, I always have said that in conversation with other people. I envy those who can literally dedicate themselves only to one thing. I cannot find any one unique game which you play that is the end to all other experiences. I don't know, even something like the variety offered by games of the kind of Roblox, for example, end up feeling boring in the end. Oh yeah, you know what? It's not so much a game, but rather the opportunity to play other games inside of it, because it is a community built-in experience more than just a simply developed by the main producer's type of game. So the content which is trending always varies depending on what the communities themselves identify as interesting. Even if that is the case, things like the aesthetic or the general stuff end up being unavoidably repetitive enough, and yeah, I don't know. I'm not somebody who does actually use his time playing that much, or yeah, who has actually played anything of the newest releases, but based on what leaks to the mainstream, it doesn't seem like the general public is out there playing much else besides brain rot stuff. So I don't know. Brain rot is interesting for the first 5 minutes, but after that, I don't know, I kinda lose also myself. It stops being funny. It's absurdism is funny to some degree. It cannot kill me from laughter. I guess I'm not somebody who actually loves that much. Yeah, I remember having said that last time. I'm not somebody who, in itself, once it actually comes to my proper personal judgment, I don't like that much stuff. In more social encounters, I guess, the brownness or the tendency to find myself simply surrendering to, oh yeah, everybody else laughs, therefore unavoidably the normal thing should be to laugh. It happens, but it's understandable, and not like I should actually correct that. But once it comes to actual choices, yeah, it's difficult to actually find that many things that are worth that much laughter. So that's why it's difficult to say, oh no, yeah, in this case, those quote-unquote funny games that are based on the comedic timing or such of the brain rot and such, in the end, way too repetitive to actually be funny. It's like, I don't know, I remember having already heard something. It's not particularly my opinion, but it's something along. Sorry, it's something along the lines of true comedy in a game is actually quite complicated because in reality, to perform comedy inside of the medium of what you're playing requires a lot of tenacity, not because making jokes in itself is impossible, but rather because the atemporal factor of the joke that you're creating necessitates a lot of understanding about the external current, not current, if they're external atemporal factors that can make jokes land no matter what, no matter which era you're living in. And many games which used to be funny, nowadays with the passage of time, end up losing that status once different types of revisions based on the standards of what is considered funny and what isn't pass in this case. Therefore, the concept of making things truly funny, even more in the platform of a game which does involve so much interactability from the player, implies a lot of that. And I don't know. I guess, okay, concession. I'm not somebody who plays too much any kind of what are their names? Things like Telltale's story games and I was gonna say cinematic games, but yeah, to some degree that it's that kind of game in which you take decisions more than actually have to be immersed in the control. Those do allow for more nuanced comedy, creations and crafts, but even then, as in the rest of the media, it's not that found, and I don't know, whole concept of perhaps there is a perfect game out there that does it so well that you will die from laughter playing it. Perhaps. I don't know about it, sorry, I cannot talk about its existence, besides the hypothetical existence of it, so it's kinda meaningless to say, oh no, yeah, you know what, we shall assume that it does exist and that it is a failure on our end for not contemplating that. I don't know. It's not so necessary to always make excuses for what isn't good already. Once again, yes, the point is also to try to make things become even better, no? So, also, I don't know, I guess it's a complicated discussion. In general, to talk about comedy is way too hard. You're implying that comedy will remain permanent throughout time. It is based a lot on a person-to-person basis. Some people can find the most basic part equal funny joke. Some people are totally disgusted by such things, and you don't get to know that until you throw the joke at them, so to speak. So you have to try a lot of things, and some games land their jokes 10 times better depending on the player. So anyway, I don't know, I'm not the funniest person anyways, or the one who laughs the most, so to speak, so perhaps my opinion doesn't count, thank you. Also, I am trying to calm down. I do realize that I have been talking way too fast, I guess. I don't know. It has been way too much of a still day for me. I didn't get to even study before coming to stream today, so it's like all that accumulated energy needs to go somewhere, but as always, it's kinda overwhelming once you release all of them at once. But even so, we have already been here like an hour, I guess. I feel like, so yeah, it should be fun. And if not, I don't know, decrease the speed of the stream. Watch it at 7.1, 0.75, yeah. Or 3/4 of its normal speed. It will make sense then. And if it doesn't, I don't know, insult me or something like that. Wow. Way too much. I got too ambitious. I tried to look in at the wrong time, basically. But it's we're almost there with this mission, so it's actually well good, actually. Yeah. Also, I remember something. One thing that I was thinking about earlier. There is this genre of game. I thought that this was unique. I just need to actually try to pay attention to what they are. Ducktail? Is it Ducktail? Let me actually check, wait. I think it is DuckTales, no? Wow, so many levels around. DuckTales. No, that's the that's the animation. Duck game? No, Duck game, Duck Life. There we go, Duck Life. That kind of game. An online adventure game where you train a duck to race in 3 disciplines: running, flying, and swimming. Which kind of... It has a store, Steam powered. I know that there is a Duck Life on Steam. I remember having seen it, unless I'm having a mental distortion of some kind. Duck Life. No. Yeah. Duck Life. Duck Life 8? What? When did we reach Duck Life 8? In 2020? Amazing. When did they produce so many of these games? Wow. Duck Life Adventure. So, this type of game, which kind are they? RPG, it seems? Or simulation? I don't know which kind of category is the proper one. These kind of games have existed for a while already. The point is, I was pretty sure they didn't. They do, actually. And the point is, it's surprising to see that they aren't as popular. I don't even know why. I'm interested in trying to understand why. Probably they never got the attention of the mainstream audience. Once again, these games do imply a lot of grinding, and in a way, it's like way too much of a, not just personal challenge, way too much of a challenge based on, have you enough, do you have enough patience to actually repeat the same task enough times so that at some point you actually get to go over the challenge that is being presented? Or are you going to give up before you find yourself overcoming this new incredibly hard encounter that requires, I don't know, 10 hours of training? Making numbers up. And perhaps, I don't know, 10,000 inputs of the same training kind. Like, once again, that's why I am using something like Duck Life as an example. It's literally... I remember the first one, I don't remember the rest of them, but at least of the first one is something along the lines of, you go, and the way in which you level up the duck is, you make it fly, you make it climb up walls, you make it swim, you make it jump through platforms. It's very repetitive, and at some point, I guess, yeah, it's complicated to find them truly interesting. It's understandable, anyways. It's not like, oh yeah, you should be forced to play these things. It's to each their own to some degree, and also understandable enough. Not everybody has the patience to actually do that. Also, we're at 5.5 million damage. I don't actually know how much we had before. I guess we didn't have that much, at the very least. But yeah, continue with the story. Archie Sorcerer does too. Amazing. Also, this is like a side encounter, not the main encounter, to progress the story, so I don't actually expect it to be all that easy. Wow! 16 million damage? Wow. Okay. Easy enough. It was easy enough. Okay. I'm not going to complain about that. I'm happy. I'm more than happy about that, actually. Wow. What a wonderful game. When things go your way, you just love to play it. Also, mega special. That one shouldn't have happened, but it's good. It's good actually, yes. No. Counter reflect. Wow. Okay, there we go. We can. I said last stream I said we're going to set Omni Slash for the final. I think we have like implying that each island is going to be an encounter. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more encounters, perhaps. Implying. I hope it isn't actually. I want it to not be. I will be happy if it isn't the case. And my assumption was indeed wrong, but implying that it actually is, we have perhaps 1 more hour of... Not 1 entire hour is going to be crazy work. Half an hour more of training? Perhaps? Implying. Once again. Implying. Good. Good enough. Good enough for me. Yeah, I knew it. Every single island is an encounter, so we have like Silent Garden. Says nothing. Wow. Wow, who would have expected that? So, also, so many encounters in one area? What's up with that, brother? Wow. Meanwhile, I guess, let me drink something. Let me drink some water. I'm probably going to die at the debuffs if I don't get to beat the enemy fast enough. Don't worry about it. We did it anyways. Yeah. Okay. Thank God we are lucky enough to not have to grind all of this. 3 years. I'm tempted to try it. We should check at the very least how hard it is. It's 1 encounter? You are soaking with me! No, okay. We can do this. We can completely do this. Shut up, brother. Super firewall, doesn't matter. It's not going to be enough. Wait, let's... At some point it's going to be done. We just need to roll 2 crits in a row. Or not, perhaps you don't want to give any of those to me, perhaps. Perhaps I don't deserve them unavoidably. Once again, let's try. 3rd time in a row. Okay, yeah, that's it. Is it? I think I don't have. Ah, no, yeah. That's it. Why was it so special? The last enemy had like, I don't know how much. 2 million less HP than that one? Not that much of a difference. So, I guess the importance was the thing that you gain after the encounter. I assume. For the love of God, let me get through this fast enough. Wow. Can we do it? Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. What? Opportunist? Ah, it doesn't matter. No! You get how much I hate that. Why didn't... No! It's all good. We can... Oh my god. What do we do? I think solution for this is... Okay, I have it. I have it in mind. I have it in mind. I see it. I see how we solve that one. Basically, we use the sweep, then we use the others to try and trigger the tiger. Sorry, trigger the what is it? The special, no, the opportunist attack, which has happened right now. So I am screwed, totally screwed. Also, I could try to get a. Ah, the issue is... No, yeah. I see. So, it's right train, which means more grinding, or we try to get lucky. At this point, I would actually like to just get lucky, man. I don't know. Also, so many things to read. What's up? What do I want to say? Oh, you will from Fallen the Witch, right? My old friend from the academy wouldn't believe it. All 15 will not be in vain. I'm so proud to be part of your study. Fighting. Thank you. Yes, we are incredibly close to ending the game, bro. I want to... Fell for it in a word. Oh, it's all good. Dear God. Sweet, eh? If you don't see that, I'm not going to spoil what. Oh my. Okay, we have 1 hour at the very least. One hour at the very least more ahead of us. It's all good. We can do it. This, but a mental scratch, I guess. Just a little bit of an issue. Not that much of an actual issue. Amazing. How does this game have so much grinding? Oh, I actually don't understand how I played it before. I literally not pay attention or something. I passed out when I was playing it. I'm not paying attention whatsoever to what was happening. Also, blacksmith. What's up? You're happy to be here, buddy? Oh yeah, I'm happy to be here by myself. I owe nothing to anybody. I do only what I want. Nobody touches, nobody makes fun, nobody's mean. Just me, my hammer, my anvil, and my work. When I'm sad, I just remember that. Maybe that's why I liked it, because I dissociate just like this, yeah. I tell myself, oh yeah, everything is sad. But in reality, it's all the grinding, it's all so much grinding. But it's good. What? No more upgrades. Do you don't have anything to say about that, bro? No more upgrades. So we reached the end with the upgrades here, basically. Good. We are literally there, almost there. Also, melee weapons, hero level. Okay. And ranged guardian. Oh, I see. Interesting. Also, poison arrow. Uh, it doesn't matter. For the love of God. It's just 5 minutes, I guess, of training. And after that, we will be capable of finishing this game. I tell myself as I as I face the next 20 more hours of training. It's a good. It's. We knew what happened. Why did I miss that? We knew what we were signing up for, so no crying over spilled milk. It isn't even spilled, it's literally what we chose to subject ourselves to, so why say that it is bad when it truly is just what we deserve? Sometimes it's the person, the worst enemy, because they make decisions that they cannot back up. One says that they want to do something, but when they realize what they actually said, what they expressed that they were willing to do, once the realization of the weight of their own commitments downs on them, everybody seems to fail. Not only a few can actually remain. Only a very select few can realize that what they said and that they wanted to achieve wasn't that simple. Because everybody can make up things, goals. It's so easy to say, I want glory. Oh yeah, everybody wants glory. But what does it cost to obtain said glory? What does it cost to actually be capable of gaining something wonderful? What does it entail to be somebody great? Isn't that the question that we should ask ourselves? Because otherwise, if we do something without understanding how much it will actually cost, what are we doing? If it isn't just hurting ourselves, what are we trying to gain? If it isn't just a fleeting medal that signifies nothing. But it's there. This is just another one of those tiny challenges, and we will be capable of going through it. Just enough patience is necessary so that we can survive it. And here, we try to make sure that we have enough of that. Because without it, it's meaningless. Why continue if we cannot have enough patience to win? Why? Why do it if it doesn't seem understandable enough? But that will only become apparent once we keep going. So that's why we shall not give up. Thank you. Oh my god. How many hours does this game take? Oh, how many hours do we have to sink to finish this playthrough? But I don't know. I would still actually say that people should experience this game. I will. You ask me tomorrow, and I will unavoidably, no matter how I feel today. Yeah, people should play it. It's a wonderful experience. I guess, yeah. Perhaps it's. I never thought about that. Perhaps it's something related to that part of. I have bonded over the overwhelming level of commitment that it requires to actually finish it. And that's what leads me to say, oh yeah, other people should also do the same. Perhaps, who knows? it's anyway. I even if that were to be the case, my stance is clear. Yeah, should we write this in? Actually, yes. I guess, being honest, perhaps one of the most useful things would actually be capable of saying something interesting about it in terms of everybody deserves to play something like this, to experience this, and the most important part, I don't know, that's something so complicated. People need to write the reviews about what they play, man. I don't give a fuck if you write them in terms of, oh wow, are you publishing them in your own form? I'm gonna with that. People need to buy games and write reviews on Steam. At the very least. At the very least. Why? The developer deserves to know. There is something wonderful about indie games. That is, the developers possess the opportunity to actually read and get out what you are writing. And there is something amazing that happens that is called feedback. And yeah, they deserve to know what they thought about that. And this is that kind of game. And that is why it's necessary to be able to find it. Oh yeah, I am so fucking angry about the level of grind. Then go ahead, invite him and write that. You go ahead, try it for yourself and see, is it truly that horrible? Will you say that after, I don't know, sinking X amount of time? Or will you write something completely different? That's what matters, and that's what everybody has the possibility of doing. I don't know, it's so... yeah, it's actually kind of strange to see how much we like to break it, that everybody deserves to have their own opinion, but when it comes to stuff like that, nobody likes to say anything. It's like, oh no, yeah, you buy something on your favorite virtual or online buying platform, you don't need to write them a review, you don't need to write anything. You found a problem with the product that you bought, you don't have to say anything. It's incredibly strange, actually. Yeah, it's something that I never think about that, actually. What the fuck? It's one of those strange things that happens nowadays that, oh no, yeah, it doesn't matter. It has no importance at all. No, man. It's something so incredibly wonderful and useful, at the very least. That thing that happens when you read the opinion of someone else, or others get to read your opinion before consuming the thing which you're talking about in some cases. You get to help others also make their own decisions. Don't we have an entire industry based on that? Aren't cinema critics and movie critics and series critics and type of people, quote unquote, specialize on that? How come the average person doesn't find any interest in doing so? I guess, what is it? It's the... I think it's not the term. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that term is not what I was gonna say. So, it's that way in which it was gate-kept, the whole thing of, oh yeah, you know what? You can't say things, no, because you have to use a particular language and you have to understand, you have to particularly refer to the nuances of the product that you see. And you can only talk about a certain thing once you have reached a certain degree of understanding about the product that you are consuming and the overall industry in which this product has been born. You cannot make your opinion public if you don't have enough amount of hours of analysis of the medium and the whole circumstances that brought this one thing forward. Therefore, what you say has no importance at all. It's... I guess, yeah, it has been properly gate-kept. We have unavoidably thought that it isn't necessary for... Not even necessary, it's not useful at all for the average person to say anything. Unavoidably, I guess, yeah. There is some reality to it. It's quite useless to actually... Let's write a review. 5-star review. Words? Very good. Nothing else contained. No. If you have a character limit, you should try to actually use it. You should actually strive to make sure that you perhaps reach as much of that as you can. it's wonderful to see people actually express themselves in the things that they care about. And sometimes it's not that one doesn't care about the things that they are doing or that they are consuming. It's that we are adults, that we shouldn't care about them. Oh yeah, but it was so cheap, you shouldn't care if it isn't as much of a good product as what you were expecting, because you got it for in a discount, or you got it online. You don't need to actually make public your opinion. You don't need to tell anyone anything about what you saw that could be improved. There is no necessity to make any kind of opinion public. There is no necessity to actually say anything that could help others. It's... I mean, even in things like cinema that happens nowadays, that, oh yeah, you know what? You could say something interesting, but it will be for the better if you didn't, because the director doesn't deserve to know what you, a random person from a random town out of in the middle of nowhere, has to say about their movie. Doesn't matter. Only the most expert critics deserve to have an opinion. You don't. And through such acceptances of views, it is that later on unavoidably anybody finds themselves motivated to try to think out what they care and what they want to do. Oh wow, I try to develop myself in accordance to what I find interesting, and when I try to do that, I find out that everybody around me says, oh no, it's fucking useless. Why? Because you don't deserve it. You are not somebody special. And what you could say about the thing that you're doing or seeing or consuming or anything has no importance whatsoever to the medium itself. So you should completely skip that part. Therefore, I unavoidably struggle to actually identify what I care about. And through that, not only do I make my own experience bad, but if I have to tell others what's next, unavoidably they also should try to replicate that, because what? I have found out, at the very least, that everyone else around me says the same thing. So, what will I do? Go against the current and say something completely different, or at the very least try to tell them that, yeah, you know what, it doesn't matter, perhaps I got told that I shouldn't say anything, but you could try to do something different, or just accept that other people already said that before me. Perhaps it's not my place to try anything different at all. You know what, you should also give up. And you know what, everybody else suffers because of that. I don't know. Yeah. I did actually never think about that. I kinda feel the word itself is not strange, but it's... yeah, it's something... It's something... It's something. It's certainly something. I think I never tried to actually think about it. Perhaps. Who knows? But we're playing games, so shut about the serious things of life. We have 6.66 millions. Damn, son. $6.7. Okay. How much do we need? I think we're right for the next area, no? Perhaps, if everything is in order. Market, nothing to get here. Yeah. The Solenium Rod will be amazing. This is a legendary relic. I don't even want to sell it. We'll cast even farther and really even the strongest catch. Yeah, thank you. YOLO ring? If you just want to get stronger, this ring is for you. What? The YOLO ring. Okay. What is that ring about, brother? Also, wait, what? Ah no, Silent Guardians. I was like, wow, the final battle already? No. Wow, 23 million damage. Easy. 31,000. The humble ranged attack. And also 4 million each of them? No damage at all. Okay. I can we have, wait. We have one more to do actually. Test subjects. Crazy, which sì, loro massic. Oh, we escaping. So trionfi. Can I get an opportunist? Yeah. Thank you. Now, is this... Wait. This one? Super special. Man, what? 14? Doesn't matter. We win. Continue. One more before the actual boss. Because why not? Why would we want to go quickly through the game? Who will want that actually? Huh? Amazing question. Nobody needs to actually move past this rapidly enough also. You want me to use a fucking skill? Incredibly uselessly. It's good. It's all good. Wait, no, I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It wasn't. It was in one turn. Oh my god. How do we actually beat this then? That's the important question. Yeah. It wasn't the thing that it didn't let me do that we failed in this one. Okay, supposedly we should be capable of beating this now. Supposedly. Mergrima, torne. I hope we have a very good grima. Yeah. Count! We won. We won. Also, yeah, I hope it was a very good grima, and also I didn't say it. Welcome. We are playing game. What's this game? Great question. I don't know. Grind the game. Yes, that's the description. We are trying to finish it at this point. I am of it, but it's good. We are almost there. Well, we are incredibly close to beating it. We just need a little bit more patience, and we can do it. It's... Wait. It's out waiting enough, long enough. Then it will be easy. Easily down, I guess. The witch. It's going to hurt so much. Okay. I said we can use this special with the final enemy. There was a tiny reference that I made before. This is not the final enemy. There is one more chapter after this. I forgot about that myself too. Which is understandable enough, because to some degree, you don't expect the games to be so incredibly long. So, to actually, this thing here is what gets the final so-called signature move, Omni Slash. And to do that, we need to keep grinding. So, we have to go back and continue with the grind. I guess it's part of the experience. The game is out grinding, so you wanted to grind, you will get that. This is pain. How much time have we been here? 2 hours already? 1 hour and 45. Okay, good enough. It's actually going to take 4 hours to beat the game, no? I can see it coming. But yeah, anyway, let's do this here. I will take a tiny idol break, so-called idol break. Also, I never realized I am here. I am here in this corner, which is where the money is. So you literally never could see how much money I had. You just saw something growing, numbers growing. I am so good at the streaming. I just realized that after how much? After 10 hours of this game. Maybe I remember to fix that later on. Now, I say that I am taking a tiny so-called idle break. So yeah, give me a second. Thank you. You. Oh my god. Okay. It's all good. We can do this. We can beat this game. Bear with me. Please. Do it. Do it for me, if not for you. Because otherwise I will lose it forever. Wait, what is this? Weariness and agony. Exactly how I feel right now. Ah, it's all good. We can do it. We can do it. Just start to make more grind. We have to duplicate our number. It's going to be so painful to do that, man. It's actually going to be so painful. And we have no more weapon upgrades, so no more cheating the system by getting even better stuff. Dear God. That was... It's part of the experience. We said that we wanted to grind, so we had to absolutely grind. What better? You said that you wanted to do the thing that you wanted to do. There you go. Do the thing that you said that you wanted to do. Actually, show everyone how much. Ah, yeah. Sorry. Give me a second. I want to. Even if it is kinda late for me to move this. There we go. I am now actually moved so that you can see the money. So you might be asking yourself, we have a book. Which one? How to the virtue of inflation? It's called. One bronze equals one bronze. One silver equal a million. No, that's not a million. But 1,000 bronze. One gold equals a million bronze. One platinum equals a billion bronze. One sapphire equals a trillion bronze. One emerald, which is what we have right now, equals, what did I say? Trillion? Quadrillion bronze. And one ruby equals a quintillion. No? Is this a quintillion? Yeah, a quintillion bronze. That's the next stage, which we kinda already reached, but it's all good. What? There was a highlight there. Am I losing my mind? I'm pretty sure I saw a highlight here. Am I crazy? Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, I don't know if I say it. I probably did. While coming back, I got a candy so that I can stay conscious for the remainder of this wonderful adventure. The issue is also we don't even. Okay, we should actually train agility to some degree. It's kind of the most useful one, taking into consideration that yeah, the whole training of this one particularly gives us more credit, which we kinda need to do well in the game. Otherwise, it's going to be kinda impossible to beat the bosses fast enough. I think, okay, I never trained this one. I always did play just by training damage, so I don't know if we can actually get this one high enough to have like, I assume 50% is going to be the cap. If we can go past that, I don't know if we should though, in terms of if we can, but it would be good. But yeah, anyway, we are good. We just have to practice. We are on the last stretch. We have one entire more area, but don't mind that. We are almost there. We are so close, brother. We're so well. It's all good. It's part of the experience, you know. This game trains your mental fortitude, which is the most useful skill, anyways, to train. Because what is life if not the usage of your fortitude in all kinds of tasks, which we replicate here once more, and which life itself always demands from us. So amazing to see that we get to do better in everything else, just by making sure that we are good enough at this simple basic training. Also, it would be so funny to cheat, but there is no way to cheat in this game. I don't know. Cheat engine? I haven't used cheat engine in like 2 years, 3, and the last time it was for something incredibly basic, so I'm not going to go out of my way to learn how to use cheat engine just for this. I decided to actually not to do that. It's a conscious decision of mine, but yeah, we're not going to do that. It seems so violent. No, actually, this game isn't even... Is it PC-13? It doesn't even have blood, I just realized. You don't bleed your enemies, you ignite them, you poison them, but you don't bleed your enemies. Wow. This game is for kids. So, if you have a kid, you should actually buy this game for your kid too. That was the point of this. You didn't saw it coming. I'm losing my man. I can see it. I can see it because I'm starting to love way too much horror. But it's all good. We know what we subscribe it to. You know, on the limit of my mental fortitude. But it's well. What's better than to suffer a little bit do it for the clip? Do you know? Do it for the vine, but we are not on the vine era anymore, so there is no more do it for the vine. We now do things for the clip, not for the vine. If you were asking yourself, and what was vine? Amazing question, I don't know. Google it yourself, bro. People, yeah, probably. What are they? Zoomers? What is the next generation? Generation Alpha. The Alpha Zen doesn't know what is vine, most surely. Amazing. Also, okay, I finally remember something that I wanted to say. I'm still trying to make sense out of the world in a way. This is not so recent discovery in terms of, oh yeah, it's the first time I ever see it being the case, but it's something that I didn't realize so much before, that you actually require quite a lot of backlog of general world knowledge to be capable of understanding many things that happen in this world, which is quite surprising. I didn't expect that to be the case. I was actually expecting many more things to be a lot less designed around, oh yeah, you understand all the other things that make this one piece of media or this one piece of anything come to be. It's surprising enough. I why do I say that? I feel like it's kinda becoming more and more necessary for us. Not yeah, it's actually for us in general to how many did we get? 38,000. Okay. How many stats? We are at 30% barely. So that's if that's at 30%. Oh my god. That's how you see that I never in my whole life trained crit damage that much because I didn't even know that, brother. We don't even have a third of a chance. We have less than that. We have to grind a melee. I have been watching some vertical streams. Can somebody donate a Discord laughing ball so that I continue? Oh my god. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. You can do it. Nothing better than to demonstrate to yourself how much you are actually willing to commit to what you say. Because nothing else matters but that also this animation is so slow. The first 20 times you see it, it's so funny. The next 200 times that you have to see it, it's so annoying. Even more because it doesn't move any faster no matter how hard, how rapidly you click. Dear God, this game itself is out patience, and the mushroom basically reflects that. So, also, what the fuck is this? Ah, yeah, training best. I did no archery trainings whatsoever. Trophies? What? Defeat the goblin? Defeat Find Pepsi? Defeat the Great Rocksoul? Defeat Captain Hardwind? Catch 3 different types of fish? What? Home? What is home? What the fuck is home? Map museum. Ah, progress. I understand now. But yeah, we are close to finishing it, so don't worry. We're going to do it. We can do it. We shall do it. Also, okay, there will 100% share of this thing. We are done with the museum, basically. Not that we will never come back here. We will unavoidably keep coming back to this place, but we are done with the mechanic. Also, something funny. Once you finish your house, pow, the house is finished. You can't build anything else. You go out, you come back. No, what? 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 I remember something. What is my... I remember that you had a wife. Where is my wife, brother? This game is making me look like I'm actually losing my mind. I swear to God, you ought to see your wife in this place once you finish your house. What? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, guys. We are not going to see it. It doesn't matter. So, the boss has... If the boss has 46 million HP, we need... What do we actually need? With one crit, we can do at the best. Or, yeah, going with the low possibilities, we do 21 million damage with the combination of a crit, an opportunist attack, and with the special ability, we can at the very best also do around, how much, 13 also? We are not even close anyways, so yeah, we are doing like 34,000, 34, oh my god, 34 million damage so far. We need to gain how much? If we have 7, then yeah, we need to get to like 10 million damage basically. Okay. For the love of God, please don't be an hour of training. I'm going to lose my mind. Perhaps I should have never decided to play this game at all. Perhaps. But you never know what you're getting into until it is too late. Or so it goes the same. I don't know. Don't worry. We will finish it. I promise that we're going to finish it. But yeah, I was saying, I don't know, it's actually trying to say something about what I mentioned before. I have been watching vertical content, vertical streams. It's so funny. It's so incredibly strange to see how predatory that whole content is. I don't even know if they are streamers or not. It's so weird. Some of them don't look like real people doing streams. They look like automated bots who spam like 2 or 3 lines. Some of them do look, not that they look, you see that they are humans, but some others spam like the same 3 or 4 lines over and over and over and over and over and over. And people don't say anything about it. It's so weird. YouTube vertical streams have become a completely different reality from what Twitch streams are. In a way, I guess if nothing else, they have finally evolved to capture the attention of, well, no, TikToks. Yeah, TikTok streams and whatnot were already like that before. They already did the same of, based on the donations, the famous streamers reacted, like the whole conception of the NPC streamers and such came to be because they did exactly that. They reacted to the donations that they got and nothing else. When they didn't get any donation, they were under quote-unquote NPC mode, so that's, I guess, the natural evolution of that. Instead of just having their template of memes, no, their personal template of NPC behavior, they actually utilize a far more commonly known template of the memes that are popular in the Sumer culture. No, it's not Sumer. In the Alpha Zen culture to catch their attention, and with that, then, well, yeah. It's not even based. Okay. Let me say it like this. There are 2 particular categories inside of that. We were talking about this. There are 2 particular categories inside of that. One of them is the, I guess, natural evolution of what was the NPC streamer, which relies on those donations too. That's where it becomes predatory. They don't actually do anything. Once they get the thing that they are claiming people should donate, they say, oh yeah, can somebody, once again, that's why I said exactly that, can somebody donate one laughing disco ball? Once they get that, for, let's say, 1 minute, they stop spamming that line. That's all that happens. After a minute is up, they go back to repeating endlessly. Can somebody donate a laughing Discord? Somebody donate a laughing Discord so that we can progress with the stream. Somebody donate so that we can actually see the answer to this problem that I'm presenting here on screen. And all of that happens in a way in which it does feel... yeah, that's what I described as predatory. It does make it look like they actually just want the donation. I guess it's... I don't know, it's strange because also people donate. I don't understand. It's completely beyond my actual understanding. I guess it's a totally different medium. But the point is, that is one kind. The other one just plays. That's what I came with. Roblox. They play the Roblox game. The brain rot Roblox game. And while they do that, their automated bot spams the line, but the gameplay doesn't change based on if they get their donation or not. The issue is, I guess, one of them promises that something will happen, the other one simply does so out of habit or something like that. I don't even understand what they say, why they say it, sorry, but yeah, I don't know, it happens. Point being, we are not 10 alphas, so thank God. No, poor kids, they're getting milked. Where are we getting milk? That made me think. I don't actually remember. I would have feel very bad for me if I saw that I was also getting as exploited when I was a children. I'm pretty sure it wasn't as predatory the ways in which we were trying to give our money to what is it? The entertainer? I don't even know what it is that it does. That side of, oh yeah, can somebody do that? But once again, that's the weirdness of it. I say that, implying that this never happened before. There have been multiple instances of drama existing in this very platform of Twitch, with big people that have said years ago, not right now, years ago, stuff like, oh no, yeah, people are not donating, they deserve to get banned. You haven't donated anything to me, you go banned. I'm doing this for free, you don't understand it, you don't deserve to be here and such. And that has happened inside of this same platform years ago. It's not anything recent. It has, I am pretty sure it has also happened recently, but it's not something just recent. I guess we are quote-unquote lucky that it just happened in all particular bubble or something like that, I guess. I don't know. Point being, yeah, don't. Your money is yours, but I guess you do whatever you want with it, but it's weird to see some people actually succumbing to the quote-unquote pressure like that. That's what I will say. That's what I feel can get the point across without being as bad, you say. What did it hit me? Dear God, liberate me from this prison. Can we fast forward life itself, existence, for the next half hour? Everybody here passes out. You don't have to suffer me grinding for another extra hour of this game. It's going to be so funny once I reach the final boss and I see that it has like 200 million HP, so I cannot even one-shot it, even with the quote-unquote overpowered skill, because it was designed to not be one-shotable, so we are doomed. But it's with It's good. You can survive this. We're already getting... How many? 2600 points per mission completed, so it shouldn't take that long. It shouldn't. The reality is different sometimes. Sometimes, most of the time. But yeah, I have learned my lesson. Next time, something far more chill. Something that does require skill, not mindless grind. Promise. But yeah, I already chose the next game, so let's see what's that. That's so. What is that one about? Sorry. Why is it hard to talk? I don't know. I'm suffering an aneurysm from the repressed anger. This game. The funny thing is, it actually happens sometimes, what? Some people have personalidades from that. It's all good. It's all good. I think that saying doesn't have a translation in English, but picture it. Give it the meaning that it doesn't have in English. Those who kill by sword die by sword, basically. So yeah, don't worry about it. What does it mean by that? Great question. No one to answer that. No, yeah, I am absolutely losing it at all. My favorite part. When I flew 13,000 apples. Shame is the water drop torture of the grind games. You have to grind a little bit more, just a little bit more. You could play properly, but you have to grind. You can't do it. You have to grind properly. You have to grind. There is no other answer. Close to reaching 200 missions, so that's a new milestone. We're kinda close. I also have to do probably another, at least one more of these. Get X amount of combo, which is hard as hell, so we're probably 1 hour away from 200 missions done. But don't worry, you have to trust in me. You see? Okay, good, amazing. Now we're gonna have to increase the stats. For the love of God. That was my fault. There is nothing better than to know that, and when you fail, it's all your fault. Particularly here, because I remember when I played this game, my older PC, it used to lag. It was part... I understand now. It all makes sense now. Part of why I like this game was part of that experience of saying, I have to finish this, even if it is horrible to do that, because it lags. I have to do it. to show myself that I can do it. Now, I don't even have the excuse that it lags, so if it fails, it's not because of me. No, it doesn't lag. It's smooth as hell, so if the combo breaks, it's literally all me. Yeah, thank you. But it's good, it's good, it's good. We can do it, we can do it. Don't worry. We are? We can beat this soon enough, for sure. Thank you for the level up. Okay. 8.1 million. How much do we have here? I don't have any idea. I lost count. I've lost count of everything already. But doesn't matter. We will win. We shall prevail and win. This is the game. It's not stronger than us. It's just a game. So, can I actually do it? I don't think so, right? Also, I got my only crit used on that one. Can you stop using crits? For the love of God! And now it hits the mushroom with a crit. This guy also, no. Okay. We have one more encounter. I will lower the crit. So, there we go. We have 46 million HP. I think I am literally in the perfect point. Everything has to go incredibly well. Every single thing has to go well for us to win in one try. Otherwise, we'll have to restart. I don't know. People start praying for things to go well. Yes. The question is, how do I do it? I think I use the spells first, then I use the special, yeah. A little bit show how when the actual draw out of my way clone. So draw system. No, dog! Not even a carrot! Cannot comprehend how much I'm losing my mind. Can go fishing. It's all a bit. I wish it was all a bit. I already said before. I also suffer when games take way too long. I am that kind of person who likes things to not last as long. What is it? What's the word? Anticipation kills me. I guess. If you want to say it in a way. But it's what the fuck? Catfish. Exactly. It's server. We can do it. What was that sound? What? You got a notification instead of the name? No. Well, get out this one. Can you give me? Also, why are those fishes back in the far back and not in the front? Also, what am I fishing for? I have no reason to fish for anything, don't I? I can't buy anything else. I'm probably losing my mind. Don't worry about it. We do it to stay sane. Dude, do you know? Even the happiest person needs some sort of entertainment. So, yeah. You can explain why I'm fishing through that, I guess. So what is this? Ah no, it's water. It's water in the background. I was like, wow. A special thing that I can click? No, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay. Piragnak, my favorite. We have this one too. Quite cool. What's up with this? This has two types of fish. Wow, very good. I think at this point, no, otherly I'm doing it for the compilation, right? Not for any other reason, actually, right? I literally am not using. I am. We're using the money for the what? For the shop, which still doesn't matter. No, yeah, it does matter. We're trying to get the physical damage. Physical damage ring, basically. It's not that far away. It's a matter of patience. It's 1,000 nights playing Sword and Souls. I condemn you to. Also, I have to fish 5 of these fishes. I'm not going to do that, Aurora. You're out of your absolute mind if you think that I'm going to do that. Oh my god. At the very least, it's silent enough. Market. We have a Ring of Ambition. This thing. First Fireball. Resilience. No. Ah, no. That's not the one that matters. It's this one. YOLO Ring. If you just want to get it stronger, why does it say that? I want to actually get the ring just to understand why did it say that. Aquarium. Open collection. We have this. We need lemonfish, piragnak, golden carp, blazing fish, and this thing also. This thing that I assume we get the last area, probably. It's almost the same as the piragnak, brother. It's the piragnik. No, the catfish. Fish cat. Wow. I don't know, man. You have to understand me. Sorry, I don't want to do that. Hey. We are good. We can survive this. Also, yeah. If we train up to 10 million, will anything actually change? We have 8 million, so with 8 million, we need. So, either we get a super great, or we get. No, with 10 million. Okay, I corrected the math for a second. So, we actually need between 10 and 11 million to actually do it without so much RNC. If we get absolutely lucky, we can do it right now. The issue is also how many battles are before the final boss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's the 6th battle, the final boss. It would be easier to just grind to like 12 million or so. We're already grinding, bro. Just resignate yourself to grind. We shall grind for X amount of hours, and it's fine. So yeah, time to dissociate again and continue grinding, I guess. But anyway, I can't been saying anything much because I have been malding of the game, as they would say. But it's my favorite part of the stream when I start to actually go absolutely crazy. Because it's... The hope is to realize that your dreams are not so easily achievable. But the dream itself is to also be aware that difficulties will arise. None of that is fine. In the end, what matters is understanding that no matter what happens, we shall hope. We shall look forward to something, to anything, no matter what. And sometimes you have to start a very, very, very tiny, in the most basic form of hope that you can. Sometimes you need to demonstrate yourself a certain something, a certain thing that cannot be explained by anyone else, a certain something that remains unexplainable to the outsider, what? That makes you feel. That thing is always there, waiting for us to find it. And once we can actually say that we're going for it, that we're making sure that we're trying to obtain it, everything else makes so much sense. So yeah, this is perhaps just another instance, another tiny refraction of that same thing. Sometimes you have to suffer a little bit. Sometimes it is unavoidable, because the end goal is what matters. Not the sometimes. It's not the goal, but the journey that matters. But at other times, it is the goal that matters, even if the journey was awful. Not all days are going to be shiny, not all trips out there are going to be in the best of the climates, but not because of that we shall give up, not because we suffer some setbacks we shall abandon or dreams, just like that. What will remain of us when we once keep on giving up on everything? Once we say that it doesn't matter anymore, that it doesn't deserve to be an important thing. So, today, we choose to die on this hill. Even if it could have been avoided. Because it's not about what can be avoided, but rather about how much we can take. Or something like that, I don't know. So, I didn't say anything about it the other way. I just played that and I never acknowledged that I played it. It was so funny. There is that comedic degree. Okay, going back to that, there is some degree of comedy in most of the stuff that I do here because I don't acknowledge like a quarter of the stream sometimes. If you ask me what I talked about yesterday, I don't remember already. So, it's wonderful, that whole degree of... I don't actually know how to call it. Something that goes on, but yeah, yesterday I played that whole thing of philosophical concepts to pay attention to while I was gone. But why are we focusing on that? Particularly because that came from the... I hope I said the title. I think I didn't. There is that whole mechanic of things. They don't actually count as audiobooks. They are their own category at this point in history of audios designed to be heard while you're listening. I don't think I need to actually say why they don't work, but yeah, just in case. Una way really useful. The moment in which your highest functioning consciousness goes off, as in you fall asleep, you don't possess the capacity to retain as much information. Something, okay, there is one piece of knowledge that does possess importance here. You can actually learn many things, and while you are sleeping, okay, sorry, you learn something while awake, and while you are sleeping, you can utilize said audios to reinforce the knowledge. It doesn't mean that you are learning out of nowhere anything, and even more, if you learned something incorrectly, as in you didn't actually learn, but you just assumed that you learned something correctly, and out of that, you tried to, on top of that, you try to consume those type of media, you're going to just reinforce your mistakes and biases. But they do serve that purpose. You can reinforce what you already are trying to learn, but you cannot, while sleeping, absorb that much new knowledge. Or, absorb knowledge like that, sadly. I guess, I don't know, we have found actually, there are many wonderful things that do happen in existence, like wonderful experiences that we, as in the mainstream discourse, don't identify as much, but there are these other special areas that do possess some degree of importance to them, and that do reflect a lot more particularities, and that we don't know how much of a contribution they can make to our existence. But that one, the audios to listen to while you sleep, sadly that one is popular enough to have enough information to know that, sadly they don't work. It's not like a very, very niche experience that only a handful of people know. That's why you don't actually have certainty about their usefulness or not. But anyway, also we did finally 200 missions. I have no clue how much I gained in the last completed one. I hope enough. But yeah, let's see how much for 20. Amazing. We have 8.7? No, 8.8. 8.6, sorry. We're going to have to learn so much, brother. And we cannot level this thing up anymore. We have, I guess, the first soft wall was the orc guy. This is the hard wall, the hard cap of grinding. This is where people like me says I give up, because it's mind-bogglingly difficult, man. How much do we have to actually train to be capable of beating the boss before it gets to attack us? But it's good. It doesn't matter. It's cool. I'm not going to lie. We also have Magic. We could try to train Magic. The issue is perhaps to do any respectable amount of damage with Magic. We will have to get to, like, how much do we have right now? 400,000 something in melee. We'll have to get that much in sorcery, so not that much, that will be the same amount of damage, but in sorcery we'll have to get like 100,000 to do like 1 million, which in itself wouldn't actually be that much. So no, I guess at this point I'm just committed to do it off training, this and nothing else. Sure. We can do it. Sure. You just have to understand that it will work itself out. Also, wouldn't it be easier for me, yeah, to get hit in that stage, then start from zero for that mission of 60 seconds without getting hit? I'm pretty sure that's 10 times better. But yeah, I cannot negate what I said before. How long ago? What did I say before? This thing of it did give me some mental damage to actually realize, as in some psychic damage, to realize that, yeah, I have to actually grind so much more. I didn't expect that. Unavoidably, no matter how many times I have played this game, I mean, I said that as if I did only played this game once. I probably am my fifth playthrough or so. I have finished this game, but I'm not having to pay attention to how much time I spend on it. So that's why it's completely different from, oh yeah, you have to be aware of how incredibly long it's taking. But it's good. It's all good. You just... That's why from the beginning I used the title Patience. And can I actually promise that once we finish this boss, we can blaze through the next area? I am pretty sure. Based on my paint memories, the next area doesn't get as hard until a handful of encounters into it. And even then, you have already scaled so much that you need to worry all that much about your damage. In terms of, oh wow, yeah, you're not going to get enough to actually kill most difficult bosses by cheesing it, just like what? Just with the same tactics that we are using right now. Quote unquote, or parentheses, under the same conditions that we're using here. So yeah, it's good. We can do it. Yes, I hope. I trust. But I don't know. It's yeah. I never said anything. It's probably like a mantra of some sort that go to have patience. It's an out loud mantra of we shouldn't give up. But yeah, in the end it's just that, so we shall not abandon. We shall not go hollow, as they will say in Dark Souls. Or yeah, that's only. I'm going through it. By it, I mean mental breakdown. It's true. We can do it. We can do it. That's why we are here. We don't give up here. If there is something that matters, it's not giving up. So we shall power through this. this point, music has become repetitive enough. That's also partially, yeah, why I always say I don't play games with music on. Because if I have to hear it while I am playing it, even if I am not paying attention to the amount of time that I spend, it is still a factor of psychic damage that accumulates over time. Like the best expression is indeed damage over time of the psychic type in terms of, oh yeah, every single time that the combo gets high enough, the music starts to get itself louder and louder. And that has happened probably at this point in the playthrough, I don't know, 100 times. So we have heard the same music 100 times already. Because also that, it doesn't change at all. It's so wonderful. But it's well. We respect the choices of the author here. We don't play our own OST. We don't do stuff like that. That's sacrilegious to the game itself. The developer chose to put this music on the game, which isn't copyrighted. So that's why also. They said, yeah, I want my players to hear this for a billion times while they have to grind. And we shall do so. When the developer speaks, we sit down and listen to them. But well, such is life, I guess. I don't know. I have to ask you yourself, how many times do you repeat a task until you say enough? I don't have an answer for it. Wait, breakfast every single day of our life? We don't get tired of it? Maybe because there is some degree of variation in it that justifies our endurance of the task. We get up from bed every single day. We don't get tired of that. Your life. How can we get tired of this? Isn't this something that we choose to do out of will? Why? Why do we always try to make things that we do out of our own will? The bad things. It's so strange, too. The way in which we always look for things to blame, things to anger it over us. It's part of our nature. But our nature is also something that we can sometimes overcome. That's why we shouldn't decide to say that today, because it doesn't have that nice sensation to it anymore. We shall not do it. We shall not listen to this voice, and we shall continue. We're almost there anyways, so what's the fun about quitting when you're just some steps away from reaching the goal? What's fun about that? Once I finish this training, I will have to take so-called Oregon assume for so long that yeah, we have come to that. Also, I guess I haven't high rating well enough. This one is easy. Let me do it. But yeah, I was saying it has come to that point, luckily enough, Timer is the time for getting or high rate, but it's a good. No mistake for 60 seconds. You cannot count it as rage quitting because I announced that once I am done, I have to take a break for a second. So, if I fail, it wasn't me failing, it was something else pulling me away, and will continue this torture later on. This willful torture, but torture nonetheless. Sometimes a second doesn't feel like a second at all. Okay. Shut up. How many? Level 200. How much damage? We're almost at 10 million damage. So, after this commercial break, no. After this tiny pause, we're gonna come back and finish this, I hope. Even with everything perfect, we do need like 10 million damage anyways, so yeah. We'll come back to this later. Now, I said it, give me a second. BRB, as in be right back, as in I have to do something, as in I have to take a so-called idle break, so yeah, see you soon. I have to admit to something. I think that probably if we try to keep rolling for the perfect fight, what matters the most is the final fight, not the rest doesn't matter as much. Because once again, we have a 59 4 lift trebles to cash in. Still have 59. It's so funny. Favorite part of the cashing in trebles. The witch. But yeah, I was saying, we are not so distant from just trying to do the boss perfectly enough to not have to suffer from the consequences of anything else. The issue itself is, if we do that, we're probably gonna be spending perhaps the same amount that we might need to spend otherwise unavoidably on other stuff. So, we shall see. I got just right now to reach I think it's not going to go well. I can already see it got 2 carrots before this fight. Does it? What's... Isn't it like gambler's bias or something like that called? The thing that happens when you assume that because of previous numbers, then... You see what I have to deal with, brother? 0 luck. At least, okay. I see, at the very least I see. The best run isn't just enough damage. The best run is actually more than enough damage. But the odds of that happening perhaps are way too low. We have a calculator, and to do it mentally will take me way too much time, but I'm pretty sure that it's less than 1%. In terms of, you need to get an opportunist attack, then a second one, then a third one, then a crit. And all of that's to win. So yeah, it's kind of still complicated. Otherwise, we can try to get an opportunist, another opportunist attack, and a normal crit. No, a super crit, which is still incredibly hard. We don't have anything that serves to force crits, so that's kinda complicated. But if life isn't about dealing with the consequences of our own actions, the more we train, easier it becomes to actually reach that point. I guess before actually getting the 220 mission, we should have enough. Also taking into account that I do fail a lot personally when training, so yeah, it's almost implied that we're going to be doing it perfectly. Perfectly fine. We will be in the 12 million damage by that point. But it's real. We can do it, no? So it's part of the process. It's all part of it. You just learn to flow with it no matter what. Please don't let this overextend one more stream. Please have mercy on my soul, video. Understandable enough. It's way too hard sometimes. Is this it? Is this the moment in which we finally get our 40-star combo? Yeah. This. Yeah, it was. No. Anyway. I don't know. I think that I have already said, but yeah, the suffering is so big. But it's good. It's good. That will show myself that I will have to actually carefully think about what I choose to play if I choose something like this next time. I don't know. I think still it doesn't make the whole idea of there is something that always probably when you hear about people doing streams and whatnot, there is something that matters a lot. That is, you also should take into consideration that whole aspect of how would you feel if you were watching it. I would give it. If I had some money to give, I would actually give it to see people suffering like that. I like that. I'm not going to lie. That's part of the stream itself. It's nice. It's good to see somebody actually question themselves if they're going to continue or not. Sometimes people assume that things are so easy, and sometimes they are oh brother, so unaware of the reality of things. I had forgotten about how incredibly hard this game is, and I deserve this. But at the same time, I have also already chosen that we are not going to over this stream, this game, on this game. So yeah, we are doing something different. Still, we will need to be so incredibly lucky to actually finish this in a timely manner. But the reality is also we could not rely on RNG to do that, no? We could like train enough to just win by getting the opportunist attack, for example, and then getting the ultimate in. No, easy enough, simple enough. The reality is that will be probably more time consuming than doing it by RNG. So yeah, I prefer this route. No. But anyways, sometimes. Yeah, we're already in 3000 by complete mission, so we shouldn't be that far away. The issue is me actually doing them in time and not failing 12 times before I actually do the mission. Also, another side note, probably. I didn't realize that before. I didn't do it as intensely in terms of as continuously and as there is an entire level of difference between absolutely not paying attention at all and just trying to hit the things when they come, in comparison to actually trying to perform well for the sake of not taking too long in the trainings. But something wonderful happens. I can already feel the tendons in my hand. Thank you for listening. But it's honestly deserved. Once I have something else to learn from this experience. Next time, don't do something as difficult as this. Next time, we're gonna be playing Find the Sake. We shall play something like a dispatch that involves almost no interaction from the player whatsoever. Also, I am kinda way too... I don't know if it is good. I think we are not going to get this mission now. I'm pretty sure, yeah. But better to try to simply say, oh no, it's too late already to try and get 60 seconds of perfect play. It's all part of the same experience. You try and then you see, you don't say that you can't before you even try. You see? Because stuff like this can happen and we end up winning actually. So, good. Yeah, no. Man, I hate this. But it's good, it's good, it's good. Can. I have to be honest, I haven't tried to, in my spare time, it was a light attack, I actually haven't been learning about anything today. I haven't continuously, I guess for the past month or so, finally trying to catch up to the information available in what is AI and such. And it's amazing to see how incredibly much, I guess the proper expression or the simplified expression would be nothing but in terms of, oh yeah, this thing seems to be so much of an important thing of a hallmark of human progress or something like that, when in reality it's far simpler. And why do I say that? Because yeah, I have been learning about that once and for the last month, but it isn't really that much of a remarkable thing. The only simplified version of everything should be something like AI does exist. The way in which big companies have over-focused on it is alarming, unavoidably, because they are creating a bubble out of it, but in reality, it's far less advanced than what still we humans can do. So it's a lot more basic than what we are capable of understanding. But it's good, I guess. The point is that yeah, there is not that much to say. In a way, sadly, one of the few realizations that I have is because the people that cover that information themselves, I guess it's a funny consequence of the stuff that because people try to cover it from a human perspective, they end up avoiding the usage of AI in the videos and the articles that they publish and whatnot. Something funny that happens is the same thing that AI is capable of avoiding. There is too much text that doesn't say anything. It's wonderful to see that, because you can make a faster summary out of it once you get the gist of the text. And many of those pieces of information are a lot more simpler than what they get presented as. But yeah, basically that's my point. It's amazing that despite how much in the higher echelons of society, I guess, it gets called as such an important landmark in the progress of humans, it is still nothing. Or, not that it is nothing, it is still way too early to try and adopt it as much. We have a future with that, but yeah, it's way too early to say anything of importance in regards to it, like, oh yeah. It has, I guess, yeah, the only thing that is important is the real side of its already existing usages and applications with the more particular biological sciences and such, the way in which it has been capable of assisting with stuff like medicine, because in the end, and I guess it sounds good, the reality is that it is highlighting a problem that we do not want to talk about. AI can perform so well despite how much of a margin of error it ends up having, because humans themselves who operate in the field of healthcare are so burned out themselves that even such a malfunctioning machine can do such a good job, because it doesn't need to go offline like humans. But that's I guess a conversation that unavoidably to try to have here is way too complicated. The point is that yeah, it does have its uses already, but it's once again way too early for us to actually talk about it. So anyway, point being, it's another thing I always say. We have constant bombardments of information designed to simply make us be terrorized of reality almost. Okay, this is one of those. AI is so much nothing so far. It's astounding how much of a nothingness it is. Also, I wanted to actually see what happens once I get enough ranged. At this point I have to pray for us to find something different here. Something that could somehow help in the skills with our mission. Also, yeah, we have 10 million damage already. We can get... We need 11 at the very least to actually win against the witch. It's good. We can do it. But yeah, what was I trying to say before? A mí me gusta la Pepsi. Welcome. Welcome, you and everyone else. I hope you have a very good stream. We are grinding this video game. It's a wonderful... Have you considered buying Sword and Souls? Neverseen? You should actually do it. It's going to be an unforgettable experience, which you will get to enjoy, which will lead to the rest of how it feels. And it's a challenge of you against yourself. There is no other enemy but your own shadow here. But yeah, welcome. I hope you had a good stream, and I don't know, what do they call it? Average. What is it? Average etiquette. I hope you had a good stream. If you need to raid and run, please don't worry about doing so. And I promise I will shut you out. I am trying to get the mission. Also, I have karate looking differently. Yes, basically. No, not even the Mahabharata is as mentally painful as this video, and brother, you don't understand it. It's a gosh, my word. But let me do it. Right? No, shout out. Boom. There we go. Did I do it? I did. I am amazing. But yeah. Also, what I think I asked. Perhaps I'm losing my mind and I didn't. But in case I didn't, what are you doing? Do you want to say, please? Like one of those games? Yeah. You probably did. You should. They have on Steam an archive of the collection of games that they have, which were made on Flash. You did play this game before. If you were on places like Congregate or the place which birthed this whole saga, what's this game? Of Sword and Souls, Armor Games. That page also had this game. And yeah, it was a Flash game. And so you played Christmas Edition? Isn't it like Christmas DLC? They had an entire Christmas Edition? Congregate? Yeah. I'm pretty sure I didn't play that much in Miniclip, I think. But I know that it was in Congregate. And it was one of those games that was like in the front page for a long time. The last Flash one that they made. The games were always popular, but yeah, it was very beloved. And yeah, as I was saying, basically you probably played it, and you can check them out on Steam. I should probably search that for you. Even let me do that for you. Give me a mental break for a second. Let me search that for you. Feel intoxicated from training. We have been here for how long already? 3 hours. 3 hours, which have been 2 hours and 40 of those spent grinding. I love this so much. Sword and Souls collection here. This thing. Bing? No. Let me link it here. Also, what? Why did it say the shadow was given just now? What the fuck? Did it break? Perhaps. There you go. That Sword and Souls Legacy Collection. That one is the one that had the older games. That one was the first one that it shows in the trailer. That's the most popular one of the saga. And Sword and Souls. Neverseen. Neverseen. This what? A mí me gusta la Pepsi. Good evening. Good night, Flansing. Buena, Flansing. Also, here we go. And watch this. Wait. We are. Do I have cooldown? I almost did. Shout out. I am mentally cooked. Doesn't look too familiar. You're crazy, man. You played it. You probably played it. You just don't remember. You have to play it. You will get a feeling and you will remember. Also, shout out Johnson. Did I do it right? Yeah, amazing. Welcome, Flansen. Cool. What were you doing, Flansen, you didn't even send one fucking message before raiding. Did you fucking raid on deep, Flansen? I fucking... Nah, I love you, Flansen, sorry. I don't know, I am mentally... why do I bully Flansen so much? My bad. I am cooked mentally, that's why. I'm losing my mind here. Right and left, yeah. That's, I mean, I also do the same thing, so it's not like that much of a surprising thing, but yeah, we are playing this wonderful game called Sword and Souls, people. I hope you like it, because we keep seeing this exact same screen for the next X amount of hours that we have to run. Fuck. I already told you, shut the fuck up, Bita. You never played the game. You're not authorized to talk on it. Only those who are confirmed can talk about the damage of the coal on their feet, you know? You need to play to know? No, yes you do. You need to do it here. Here we don't take opinionated people opinions. We only do so from those who have walked the mile, so to speak. But yeah, shut the fuck up. I am silent enough. I am traumatized with this video already. We are so close to reaching the proper point of how much? 360 watt. 12 million damage. After that we can probably try to look at those. Which probably will take like 5 minutes at the very least, but we can try it. I'm more than willing to try it than to continue running here. For the love of God, free me from my flesh prison, from this mortal that bounds me to continuous torture. Everything I do is a torture. There is nothing that feels only with even that. Man, shut the fuck up. Vita, I'm going to fucking ban you. Stop spamming, Vita. You think I... You're fucking kid, Vita. You're like a mentally... Oh my god. Oh? Wow. Don't worry. I got the mission, so that's good. That's amazing, right? But yeah, we're almost done. But like, you, no mistake, fuck you, I'm not going to do it from one hand. We're close to finishing. We are so close to finishing this game. You have no idea how much we're close to finishing it. Tell myself, as we have to continue grinding for a few more minutes. Favorite part of the grinding. But yeah, at least it didn't lie. It promised grind. And we got what it said that it was going to give to us. So, yeah, that's why you should buy it. If you do anything... Wait, yeah. It's Christmas. Have you considered giving yourself a gift? It's Christmas? Buy. Sword and Souls, Neverseen. I almost failed. I almost got a heart attack at that moment. Okay, 2 in a row. Amazing. I'm so good at this game sometimes. Get me out of here. How much do we have? We have 11,000. Do you like Pokemon? I never play. No, yeah, I did play. Oh my god. You're not even halfway there, bro. It's all good. Shut the fuck up, Beta. You're not playing this game. Okay, MMO? Yeah. Wait. It can handle it. The problem is... no, wait. Listen. Perhaps you're saying that. You never... I never made that much of a fuss over it, so it's kinda my problem. But yeah, I have a better PC than you now. But yeah, I was saying, I never have entered much into Pokemon. I don't know. I see people do like Nuzlocke. How do you say it in English? Nuzlocke. Wow. English. But yeah, I don't know. People likes to play the game like way too much. I barely like the old games. I wouldn't even consider buying one of the new ones. Wow. What are you doing? Bro, why are you spamming? Wow. Are you crazy, bro? What's wrong with you? Stop spamming, can't you not spam? New rule. You spam, you get... No, I don't want to say it. We gotta say so here. But no, yeah, I was saying. Sorry if I offended you, Francis. I think I can. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't play an MMO myself. I mean, what the fuck would I play that game? Nuzlocke is for... Yeah, I know, but... It's like... Pokemon is already complicated. Okay. Concession. I can play... random block. That is like 10 times funnier than the base game. Because that is actually challenging. But like... A Nuzlocke is like, oh no, yeah. I have to train my Pokemon to X amount. But nothing else. Wow. So complicated, as if your starter wasn't already predestined to be a certain one. But a random block, that's actually hard. That is something that I think you should do one of those. Listen. Have you gotten the achievement on Pokemon? Pokemon has achievements now, Francis? Since when does Pokemon ruin? Sorry. Retro achievements? Wow. Is that an official Pokemon extension, Francis? Are you playing from your DS? What are you playing? I'm Pokemon, some Pokemon. It's always some Pokemon. No, it's more like a retro community. What? What are you saying? What? What are you... answering to that deserves that response. What? No, no, man. And the grace. Also, I'm slowly going mute. The stream is until I go mute, I guess. The game broke me, actually. Amazing. My best part, my favorite part of it. I got completely obliterated by this. 7 hours uninterrupted. Cling, 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 cling. Breaks any rational man. I mean, it makes sense after all. The audio is repetitive as fuck. But what? Huh? What? Chivo's red achievements is for almost every retro game? No, yeah. But where do we get them, bro? That's the question. That's what I'm trying to ask. What you're not trying to answer. It takes so long. It takes so long. Do you want to see what if we feed some four-legged clovers to this mushroom here? Here it is, here it is. Plain, 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 plain. Amazing. Favorite part of the game. Feeding the mushroom. It's the gacha pool of this game. I mean, it's kinda good actually because you can XP, so. We have 900. He's a feeder? Yeah. Disgusting. Disgusting. So true. Non probably. We're almost there, we're almost there, we're almost there. We're halfway there actually, not almost there. But we're gonna finish feeding this fucking mushroom. It's not me, it was the game devs, you shouldn't blame me. I wasn't the one who said, oh yeah, let's make it a core mechanic to feed a mushroom. At the very least, it doesn't get fat, so that's amazing. It's not actually weird as fuck. It's only somewhat weird. Like, why does the mushroom take 4-leaf clovers? I like that it doesn't have any explanation whatsoever, it just happens. But that's part of life. Some win seems required for us to be here. Also, can I get enough? Can you stop giving me fucking clovers? I want... I think we gave it like 110. And how many level ups? Enough. Also wait, this and this. Wow. Now we have everything at platinum at the very least. Inventory, no, skills. What is this? Burn, confuse, confuse? Confuse is skip the turn. That would be good actually. That would fall within the ranges of this challenge with each. Do not have enemies attack me before I get to kill them. So I will accept that. I will count that. Now, how much? 100? No, not 100. 10 million. 10 million 600 damage. 600,000. Almost 700,000. Do we pray on the randomly generated number? Do we just hope that it goes well? Yes, we will see. Level up for I was for getting hit, but no, it wasn't for that. It was for something else. For the love of God, brother. No. Don't give me another opportunity, I'm going to lose my mind. Okay, you didn't. Very good. Countered. Very good. Now, it comes Time to test. Here it defines everything. No opportunist. Literally, oh my god. Only one. Waste the enemy. What? It isn't. It's blue, or what are you saying? Fitting ending. Fitting ending. So that means I got went in training. Amazing. Amazing. My favorite part of the game. Killing myself. Life? What is it? Art imitates reality. Or something like that. Yeah. But well. Also, is it an insidious question? I've been asking myself way too much lately. Are questions way too insidious sometimes? I don't know. It is an honest curiosity of mine. Does that make it less of an insidious question? Perhaps not. But yeah, isn't it like late consent for you too? Like, not telling you to go to sleep, but like, isn't it late? It's amazing to see you awake at this hour. I wonder how I expected that. Also, I failed. It's good. It's all good. It's all good. Just continue. It's just power through. But yeah. What has been happening? I don't know. You talk about way so many things for that time. Yeah, it's almost 5 AM also here, so it's we shall beat this fucking game before I go to sleep. Even if it costs me my mind. We have decided on it. I should probably drink a potion. I never used them. I don't even know what to do. I don't even know how you drink a potion to begin with. But well, too many questions, too little answers. Also, okay, I have to admit. No, I was gonna say, we can probably win, but we didn't win. We got only one fucking opportunist attack out of the 4 possibilities. Was amazing. Amazing, man. Good. It's better, I don't know. I don't actually know what's the temperature there, but if it is anything similar to here, yeah, it's a completely reasonable choice. What a horrible painful to be alive during the midday. It gets way too hot. I watched the meme, Sáquenme Latinoamérica. But yeah, it's fun. It's all fun. Can we release my fumble, please? Okay. No, it's getting so incredibly hard that it's way too impossible for me to actually do them without focusing. At least those combo ones. The other ones are like incredibly easy, but that one is... That one and what's the other one? They pass X amount of time without getting hit. it's getting slowly but surely far more hard than what I actually expected. It is starting to be less feasible to do the mission, and I just have to rely on grinding alone. Grinding 36 fucking points and nothing else. Which is mental. I mean, how many of them will I need? Like 1,000 of those to get 360,000 points. No. 36,000 points. Which will be 10% of what they have already. 10%, even less than that, because I'm already at almost a million. Dear God. But well. We don't give up in this house. Mama raised, no quitter, they said. And I wanted to finish this game yesterday. I was thinking that we were going to finish this game by yesterday. How little I knew. How completely clueless I was. I was like, yeah, we can do it. No. I guess I have to admit, Watson, if you play it flawlessly, probably even. I'm not the guy who does that, so it takes even longer. Also, the timer stopped scaling. You have to survive an entire minute and nothing else so far, which is good. No. At this point, I would actually pay to see somebody completely professional at this game speedrun it. Like, it probably has some weird bug, taking into consideration that it was made in Unity and it was kind of abandoned after X amount of time. I wouldn't be surprised to see that it never got any patches to some of the most broken mechanics. And also, yeah, I mean, I'm mentally sane because the normal person doesn't have the fucking self-imposed rule of, oh yeah, I can only win against the enemies if I don't let them attack me for killing them. Literally only me. An absolutely me issue. But, well, it's better that way. I tell myself. As I keep internally crying for having chosen this game. It's only half an hour more of torture. Only half an hour more of torture. Or so, I think. Anyway, I don't know. Let me say something. I should actually drink water. I haven't drank anything in like the next amount of time, so long that, yeah. I even closed the water at some point. I never realized that. Amazing. But I was saying, I never talk about that. I have way too much of an issue talking about movies. I don't like the whole concept of, oh yeah, how you see this movie. It's so boring. Not that the movies that come out are not interesting. There are so many movies to watch. It's kinda pointless to act like, oh yeah, everybody has seen the same stuff as me. It's There are way too many movies to watch. So yeah. Is it also useful to say? No, yeah. Let's make a quick rundown of X movie. It's kinda pointless also, not because the movie itself doesn't deserve that, but rather, I don't know. It's like, I will say probably, yeah. It falls into the same realm. You know, the music. Kinda pointless to talk about the music. An essence of the thing itself lies in experiencing it yourself. We don't talk about drugs at the very least. Yeah. Drugs don't fall into that category because, really, they can be damaging. But films and music, they fall there and deserve that treatment of, yeah, you should actually give this stuff an opportunity yourself and experience how they feel your own self, by yourself, basically. Why am I saying that? Because, I don't know. Yes, it's just an excuse to not talk about what I hear or what I watch. Thank you. Yeah, you haven't seen through my mask. Okay. We did 2 or 3 missions in a row. No mistake for 60 seconds. We can probably do this one too. Can we? Yeah, we can. 10%. 20%. 60. No, 60? 30. 60. Amazing. Now 60, yeah. Almost failed there. Wow. No. Where? I am past the 500,000 mark. Can we win? Do I need to keep grinding? For the love of God, don't make me grind more. Let me consult this stuff here. First, what does people stronger? Okay, world map here. How much does this buff last? This, let me take this. What the fuck? You didn't drink the potion, brother. Okay, 5 turns. And I do, what the fuck, how much damage? Double damage, okay. I am more than willing to use a potion. It's a resource that the game offers you. And so, can you stop critting? I am going to cry. 3 crits in a row. Do you want to hit a 4th crit in a row? Specialist? What the fuck are you talking about? I don't have any more the potion effect. Ah, amazing. Wait. I can keep... Wow. It's so good. You're so good with me. One opportunist. Out of how many dice? Wow. This game probably hates me. I'm not going to say otherwise at this point. Boom. Answer 2 crits. Can you stop critting? Very well. The best opportunist to have, brother. Exactly there. Exactly there. One more. What? Okay, I have 4. I have in total 7 chances to trigger Opportunist. It cannot happen that I only trigger it once. I'm going to lose it, brother. Don't do that to me. 0 so far. No way. No way. Okay, once. I'm happy. I won. Just with that, I won. It's done, brother. Okay. First was shut the fuck up. I am not going to read any more lore. Not from you at the very least. Also, give me continue. Farewell Thunder, I don't care. Wendy, an old doll that has been brought back or something like that. No, that has been through a lot, I think. Hobbs. What's up, Hobbs? Ah, Hobbs died. My favorite part of the game, when Hobbs died. What's up? Yeah. Here we have what I saw. Chapter 7. No, chapter 6. Oh my god. I will lose it if there is a chapter 7 somewhere and I didn't know that. You know what? The game had an expansion. Chapter 7. I never knew about it. It would be the funniest thing ever. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. We are. How to do it. How to win. I just want to know how much HP the boss has. That's all that I care about. 16 million. Doesn't matter. I can win. I can win as long as it doesn't have. I can't win. I got 0 opportunist triggers. How does that happen? Yeah. Farewell. Okay, wait. Sorcery. Block. Counter. Dodge. Burn. 15 chance to inflict. 15 chance. Pet. Ranged. Block. Dodge. Prevent death. Health. Very special. No. Night. What? There is nothing to actually trigger the specialist thing faster. Okay, I see. The specialist, I'm losing it. Don't mind me. I am just a machine for the sake of getting through this game. Just me through this. One opportunist. This one is a single enemy, yeah. And thank god it wasn't a crit. Specialist. Do we want to use an opportunist? One. Oh my god. No opportunist. I don't need it. Mega. Okay, one less. We're going to rely on luck so hard, brother. I'm not going to power through this game much longer. Purely by having to farm like that. New enemy score, doesn't matter. Opportunist on one enemy. You think I need opportunist there? You fuck. Oh my god. Okay. This battle is easy. We need one opportunist, which isn't all that complicated to get actually. I say as I missed literally like two of the last encounters because of that. 2 tries of the last encounter, so... Can you stop hitting crates? What the fuck? Oh my god! Okay. No opportunist so far. None. Okay. One less battle. Wonderful. Amazing. Also, if I didn't get super special, I would have not been capable of winning that. I don't have 12 million damage. I only have 11. Offended trio. Oh my god. Wait. I just need to spam Q, no? That's how I win. Super special, I won. Amazing. Wonderful video game. Amazing. What a key name. No, loyal bet. Once again, Q. Super special twice in a row. Oh my god. I cannot believe it. I was cheating all along. This was all a setup for you to have to watch me win out of nowhere effortlessly. Setup upset. You can't go further. I'm still here. I don't know what we're talking about, but so true. Super Fireball. Do you want to give me one? One opportunist. One. Why can't I get one? What? How does that happen, bro? How do I get crates but no opportunist attack? Mega Fireball. Wow. So useful. Opportunist one. Okay. I think it isn't limited to one by turn. I already saw that happen before, and it's not limited by turn. I don't know what you're talking about here. Why you are trying to gaslight me into believing that it is. One away. Well, we are not going to touch the training tool anymore. I am mentally cooked from that. Zero opportunist attack. Wonderful. I have something to do. The rule is the enemy doesn't get to attack. So how do we use that to our advantage? Amazing question. Doesn't matter because the enemy resists the attack. One opportunist. Give me another one. No. Super Bash. Not what I need. Why going to take so long here? Or not, because the game will finally let me win. This is the run. I can see it. No. The mildest run possible. Wow. I remember at some point I said something about letting one battle go. What if this is for one battle? This is going to take way too long. One opportunist. Give me one more. It won't be enough damage. Mega. Shut the fuck up, bro. Only soul ring. Amazing. Now we come to the boss. which has wait. We have been anticipating this. If you're listening, tap into the game right now. Tap into this screen. This is the skill that I said I was going to save for this. So there you go. Signature move now. Also a story. Oh, it's you. I'm not crying, okay? Stupid body. The game was simple. The hero kills the witch. I get Wendy back. Everybody's happy. But you ruined everything. Instead of kicking her out, die with her. This is not how it was supposed to end. I hated her. Hate you. So true. Now watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holy shit. It had a second phase. I forgot about that. I deserve it. And it had a nuclear attack. It doesn't matter. Amazing. I have learned my lesson. I have learned my lesson actually, yeah, amazing. What if I try to? I think I remember having beaten this battle by using the special. No, what? Wait, it can carry it? Okay. I see what happens here. Let's see. Can we skip all this text? Yeah. So it's not going to be easy at all actually. Amazing. What a wonderful encounter. What a wonderful world when things don't go your way. No opportunist attack whatsoever. Oh. Mega Bash resisted. Deserved. This is a potion for HP. This now, okay, now we do this. Okay, the ultimate, which kills me, no? Doesn't. Okay. Now the game is over. Now, fucking finish the stream. Zero lame. I don't care about your story anymore. You are already dead. I don't care about your story. I only get to read you while you're alive. So, you don't deserve anymore. No. You already tortured me enough through this fucking game. Shut up. I know what you're gonna say. You are not very nice to those people. I know. I'm sorry. I wanted to be there. I just wanted to be your friend. So true, so. Are we friends, buddy? Yeah, for sure. Now, let me install this game. Is it? Is that it? What's up? Greetings and welcome. I'm Hobbs. Pleased to meet you. Oh, I'm sorry. Do I know you? I'm not being quite myself. My memories are quite distorted. Hopefully I didn't ramble too much nonsense. Hope you had a nice day, buddy? Okay. And that's how the game ends. Wonderful. Yeah. Even the end titles roll. Yes, see? This game was Kino. But we are done. Also, yeah, we can skip it. Thank you. I'm not going to sit through that. And this is the endless mode. Oh, you're here. Shut up. Forever. Yeah, this thing is the endless mode. I already explained that. It took only 12 hours of grinding. Wow. My favorite. Contact us. Make your game less grindy, brother. Thank you. Fucking god. I hated every ounce of that. Last part of the game, yes. But it was to some degree. But yeah, no more of that torture for now. Next game will be something simpler, something that doesn't mentally destroy me. But it stinks. Thanks for everything. Also, something wonderful. We didn't drop any frame. Isn't it nice? Also, question mark, right? Yeah. Where is the question? Uh, who is live even at this hour? It's so fucking late. Audio mixer. Desktop audio. Mute. Yeah. Underfighter 03. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. There is an entire world of humans existing at this. What? I was talking about this earlier. What if we go to somebody that is playing Roblox? What if we do that? That would be Kino, no? That would be a that would be the best option. You sit through so much. You deserve some mental rest by going to watch somebody who's playing Roblox. But yeah, I was saying it was a stream. But yeah, thank you for watching, for sitting through all of this. It was nice. Promise it won't be as bad the next one. And yeah, have a good one. Be responsible, take care, do the things that you need to do and such. And yeah, I don't know, until the next one. And as always, even if we don't actually get to see ourselves in the next time, that doesn't matter. Thanks, it was good. And it doesn't make the fact that you have to take care of yourself any less important. So yeah, have a nice night, have a nice day, have a nice life. And yeah, now, more important thing anyways, right where I playing Roblox. So yeah, I hope you enjoy some Robloxing. Good night.